What's good? It says I'm live. I got another panel open right now, and that's right. I'm in the kitchen today. We finna get down, you know what I'm saying? We finna do a little baking today. I'm gonna go over here and see how this sound is coming in. As soon as I'm verified that I got good sound, then I'll start the live stream. Let's see. Okay, I'm verified. We good. What's up, everybody? Jay Watts with MicDrop Barbecue. If this is the first time at the channel, hey, welcome. Subscribe. You can comment if you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you don't comment. I got it set up like that because I don't like people just passing through doing dumb stuff on my channels. I don't do that. What up, Gabe? What's good, brother? So today I'm actually in the kitchen because I have to bake cookies anyways today because y'all know I usually when I'm out driving, I don't really eat dinner when I'm out cruising. I don't stop at restaurants and eat. I normally just eat a couple of cookies while I'm out, get my sugar up so I can keep driving and everything. I hate buying them from the stores. Now, Circle K got some of the best cookies out there. Quick Trip used to, but they changed, whoever their suppliers was, and now their cookies suck. But Circle K is taking over. Only problem is Circle K's cookies are about $4 for 3 of them. I can't afford that because I probably eat anywhere from 3 to 6 cookies a night while I'm out cruising. Because like I said, I could be out there 5-6 hours, eat a cookie every once in a while, and I'm not spending no $10 a night on cookies while I'm out cruising when I could just bake my own. Mine tastes better anyways. So I'm like, man, I got to bake cookies today because I got to work. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a live stream while I bake so you guys can see how I really get down in the kitchen. I get down. Earlier today, I had to take the wheels off the truck and balance one of them because one of them just kind of seemed off a little bit. Straightened it all up. No shakes at all. It was one of my front tires. It kind of felt off a little bit. So I went ahead and balanced that this morning because I got balancers in my garage. So you guys are going to really see how we get down. In the meantime, we will be having discussions today. Like I said, we're branching off into more adult topics, marriage, divorce, relationships, fun things like that. I should text one of my clients because usually my client Tammy, I take them to and from, and it's usually her 2 friends, and we have great conversation in the truck. Great conversation. We're all like single. We're all like older and stuff like that. But it's funny how the way that we perceive relationships now at this age, because we have established careers, we all got houses, we got our schedules, we own companies. So we look at life a little bit different. It's like, we don't want to share all that with any random person out there. You don't just meet random people and give up everything you work for somebody just off the street. I mean, we're worth too much for that now. When you're younger and you ain't got nothing, you got bad credit, you probably ain't been at your company that long. I mean, what happens? You end up saying, all right, I'm going to try this out with this person. And you waste, 2-3 years of your life. It's easier when you're young like that. As you get older, you can't quite do that. So in a second, I'm going to get the bacon. Don't worry, I'm going to get the bacon in a second. I got some of the ingredients out already. That's my ingredients back there. But I got to get the bacon because we're going to get out the driving later. I did a couple of airport rides tonight. Oh, I could just bring my chair around. Hold up. I forgot I'm in the kitchen now. I could sit down and hang out with y'all. These are my little bar stools. I got bar stools on my kitchen for my kitchen counter and everything. So we gonna hang out today and chat before I get it. Say when you were younger, you like Dante, but Dante getting old and broke. Say when you young, you like Dante, but Dante getting old. And that's the thing. When I was young, it's different because when we were younger in our era, we didn't have social media. And not only did we not have social media, but most of us had true direction in life. We were either tradesmen, we were either going to college, we were playing sports. We was doing something other than just riding around in a damn car, talking all the damn time. We wasn't running around with a camera stuck up our nose half the time. We grew up differently. Like I said, we were from a totally different era. And we're the type that, we want to say something to the younger generation, but they don't listen. So we don't really give them advice. We just keep living life. They keep quitting jobs and everything. They keep, leaving jobs. That's cool. That's totally cool. But when they get to our age and they realize they had no structure, no foundation of a life to sit on, they gonna blame the older people. Well, older people never gave us guidance. Older people never, they never showed us how to get there. No, we lead by example. We show by example. See, a car question. Well, it depends on what the car question is, because I don't know everything about every car. And a lot of questions about cars, I'd have to research it before I give you information on it. So I'm not Google when it comes to cars. The easiest thing to do is try Google or YouTube. But when people ask me car questions, I give the base knowledge I can. but I'm not an encyclopedia of every car, year, make, and model out there. I'm not. I know what I know based on what I work on. That's about it. But yeah, so yeah, the kids that are like Dante's age and all these guys, man, I don't know. 28 years old. When I was 28, I was corporate already. I was working at Stratosphere, but before that, I had already been at Lewis Homes. I had already been at Trent Williams. I had already had Olympic Group, a land development company. So by the time I was 28, I already had corporate experience under my belt. I wasn't on welfare. I wasn't driving around being a man on welfare. I wasn't not looking for a job. I was building my foundation. So now that I'm older, I got money, I got a house, I got my cars, I got my bikes, my dog. I can do what I want to do now. But when you're young and your main motivation is to be lazy and to not do anything at all, I mean, it'll take its toll on you. It'll take its toll because you don't have any true direction. And I see that a lot in today's young men. There's no true direction. They think they're going to hit it big because somebody else did. But they don't know that other person probably got an advance from a record label. That other person probably got a lawsuit from a car accident they were in. They don't, because everybody don't tell the full truth on how they got their money. So people are thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get me a Range Rover next year. But they ain't even got a job right now. Range Rovers are for rich people. It ain't for broke people on welfare saying I'm gonna get a Range Rover next year. They get a Range Rover, living in a low income apartment. Now the first repaired, they can't even fix it. And I can't tell you how many cars I look at on Craigslist being sold, Mercedes, Range Rovers, all these cars, all of them got engine issues, all of them got transmission problems because the person who bought them couldn't afford it. And a lot of them are young guys. Oh yeah, I'm getting something different. I can't afford this, so I'm gonna just sell this as is. Nah, I don't want your problem. Nah. Nope, not doing it. Says, thank you, girl, dad. Appreciate that. Hit that like button if you haven't. Try to tell my brother 22 to figure out what he wants to do now. He's busy smoking and hoping a good job falls in his lap. Yeah, that usually don't happen. And most of the good jobs that I've had, I actually got them from the groups that I traveled with. Like I used to travel with a lot of young, intelligent people. We would, when I say travel, I don't mean actually getting planes and travel, but we would hang out and stuff, go to bars, go to happy hours. I was always hanging out with a young, intelligent group. I wasn't hanging out with broke people looking to be better off. But you see some people like Dante, they hang out with broke people so they can feel like I'm above everybody in this group. I got more money than everybody in this group. See, I love intelligent people. I love people that have something or are building something or going for something. I don't like to sit around and brag over broke people. That's how it was when people were kids and they would get let's say a new pair of shoes. And they go around everybody with old shoes saying, oh, look at my shoes. I got better shoes than you. They would only want to hang out with people like that so they can feel better. They would put themselves up. I was always one of those people who didn't have, but I always hung out with people who I admired. I would want to be like, I aspired to be. So I was like, you know what? Eventually I'm going to have my break. And I got my break from hanging out with the right people. That's how it happens. So you was born with no value. Your job is to make yourself as valuable as possible. Exactly. Because we weren't born with silver spoons in our mouths, man. We weren't born with a whole, collection of rich people around us, people who had resources around us. A lot of us were born in the hood, so we had to get out and make a name for ourselves. I didn't want to stay in the hood and be hood rich, running around with $200 shoes on. My rims was more than my damn rent. I didn't want to be hood rich, man. I said, I want to have equity in life. I want to do something with my life, like really get out there, travel, meet people, do important things, have fun. That's what I wanted to do. So I chose to do it. Like I said, I grew up in the hood. I didn't want to be hood forever. So it's like, you got to get out of there and do something different. But in the meantime, as we sitting here chatting and everything, I don't want to let it get too far into it before I end up not making my cookies. Everyone's like, dude, I thought you was making cookies. I am. Got everything behind me. And I got the dogs locked outside because they're like bats out of hell. That's why I do my live streams in the room. Because if I'm out here, they was running around, jumping, dragging blankets and shit, jumping on each other. I had to kick their ass outside. Now they outside whining and shit. Not my problem. All right. Let's see what we gonna do with these cookies. So in the meantime, I'm gonna take the earphones. I'm gonna bring everything up front over here, so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And it's a little interesting. Hold up for a second. It's going to be a little interesting to see how I make these cookies, because I do things a little different. First things first, wash my hands. Always got to get started, wash my hands first. Forget that. Especially when you got dogs, because it ain't no telling when the last time you smacked them. So I was like, I want see Dante. That shit's funny as hell. That right there is classic. All right. So let's see, what do I got? All right, this is my big bowl right here. So I'm gonna get my bowl. I got my measuring cups, all my stuff here. Like I said, this is gonna be pretty, and it's gonna go kind of fast. I'm not teaching people how to bake cookies. I'm just baking cookies while I'm doing a live stream. I actually have 2 videos on my channel. If you type in chocolate chip in my thing, I made videos years ago. This exact same recipe I'm doing today, made the video years ago. So I don't really have to give you guidance on it. If you really want to know how I'm making them, check out either one of those 2 videos. But then I got, let me see, let me put this over here. I got my flour, sugar, and brown sugar. Let's do that and that. Oh. All right, so I'm getting everything set up. So the first thing I normally do is just throw my flour together, man. It's like, get that part out the way so I ain't got to worry about it. And I know people's like, you don't measure? I'm like, not really. I measure, but not in the way I should, I guess. I just kind of shake a little bit like this. And that should be 1. That's good for 1. And I'm telling you, man, it's like the way I do cookies, they come out different every single time. But it's okay. 2. All right. That's 1/4. Yep. 2 1/4. All right. So that's done. Sort of like making a transmission without the car. That's the way I look at it. Then I'm going to do 3 of these. Let's do 3 of these cups right here. Now, let me add a little more. All right. 1, 2. All right, 3. That's good enough right there. But these are gonna be some of the best cookies right here. They gonna be good, man. I get down in the kitchen. When it comes to cooking, man, I get down. I be throwing down in the kitchen, man. I love it. But I always put, in my brown sugar, I put bread in here. So the bread is still kind of soft, but it keeps your brown sugar soft. When you put brown sugar in it, it keeps it soft. Let me turn this on. Yeah, it keeps it a little soft. So let's pack up like 3 of these real quick. 1, 2. What's that? Cooking with MicDrop. I know that's funny. That's funny. 2. All right, let's see. What do I got? 3. I don't really measure exact. I just don't. It's to me, it's a waste of time to measure exact. Because no matter what you do, it's going to end up not being right anyways. All right. Then I got to get, first thing I do is I put all my dry ingredients in. Once I get that going, what's this? Hold on. Let me put this up. This is funny. Cooking with Mike was actually baking. It's baking, not cooking. Cooking is cooking. Anything in the oven. What up, Nicole? Anything in the oven is bacon. All right, what do we got? TSP. All right, let's do like this. This is going to be my salt. All right. That's my salt. And then we're going to come out with my baking soda. Get this out the way. There we go. I think that's all my dry ingredients there. Hold up. Yeah, that might be all my dry ingredients, I think. Because I'm, like I said, I just go off the cuff. I don't really look at a recipe because I kind of remember everything I do. So now you got to stir all the dry ingredients. That's what you do. Oh yeah, I try to save a lot. What up, Nicole? I try to save a lot. And that's why I tell folks, man, I eat at home all the time. I don't really eat out. When I do eat out, it's like every blue moon or something like that. But I don't mess around, man. It's like I'd rather cook at home because I like my own cooking. I was raised by a woman who knew how to throw down in the kitchen. That's what it was. And whenever she didn't feel like cooking, we cooked. And I would have a good time. She'd be like, oh yeah, tonight we're gonna make this. She get all the ingredients and put it out for us. So where's the chocolate chips? They're behind me. But you put the chocolate chips in last. You got to mix all your ingredients first. Oh, the other night I just made jambalaya, and then I made spaghetti the next night. So I still got some jambalaya in the fridge, and then I got 4 huge tins of spaghetti. Because I only cook like a couple of times a week. And then from there I just eat from the rest of the week. And then you got to make sure you break up all your brown sugar. And for the rest of the week, I just eat whatever I made earlier in the week. I'll go get some potato salad or something like that. But normally, nah. I don't do a lot of different meals. I'll barbecue. I got some ribs. I got 2 racks of ribs I got to go in there. So it's like, yeah. Oh, is the damn put in the freezer too? Yeah. What? Kendra said it's been ages since you baked. No, what? I bake every week. I do homemade pizzas too. You get some boboli bread and you make some sausage, like the breakfast sausage. So get breakfast sausage, regular flavor, boboli bread, tons of cheese, tomato paste. You get what else do I get? Pepperonis, throw that on there. Man, green peppers. You can make homemade pizza. That's the best. And then if you want to make it a breakfast pizza, just scramble some eggs and throw some eggs on there. But you can do that afterwards. I'll make breakfast pizza, everything. Be getting down. So now all my dry ingredients are pretty much together. Make sure. And I don't like chunks of brown sugar in here because I like to kind of get it going or whatever. So any big chunks of brown sugar I see, I get it out the way. It's like, I forget that. Can't eat that. Well, let me move this microphone like this a little bit. Maybe y'all can hear me better like this. I don't know yet because I've never done a live stream from the kitchen. I always do my live streams either at the pool or I've done one from the garage, like recently, not long time ago. I used to do all of them from the garage. I've done one from the front yard. And I did 2 actually on location, but yeah. See, I used to oven for savory things, but it's been a while since I made pastries, breads, cookies, things. Oh yeah. Oh, I do biscuits all the time because I eat breakfast a lot, so I'm always doing biscuits all the time. So it's like, man, I got to get my sausage biscuit with egg because I'll just get a big old thing of biscuits. You get like probably, I think 8. I think it's 8 of them in there. Then you get your sausage, make your eggs and shit. I don't see how people go to McDonald's. I just don't see it. They be paying all that money for them breakfasts with eggs and all that, sausage with eggs and shit. I'm like, man, just make that at home. You can save at least, if you don't eat out, you will save at least, I would say, about $1,000 a month. So happy birthday, Nikwa. So you can save about $1,000 a month just by cooking at home. So you can have a $12,000 a year raise. Give yourself a $12,000 a year raise by saying, I'm not eating out. Like, I can't tell you the last time I ate out. I can't tell you. So give yourself a $12,000 a year raise. You'd be like, I'm going to go to the grocery store, get what I got to get. That's good right there. So now that's all my dry ingredients. Now it's time for the wet stuff. Let me grab a couple of eggs real quick. Hold up. What do we got? Yeah, so normally the first thing I do is I crack a couple of eggs. Those go in there. Just use your knuckle. It don't make a difference. You can crack it with your knuckle like that. Burp, burp. Throw that out the way. All right. Then you want to get some vanilla extract. Let's see. That's where I just be going. I don't even know what the hell, like. And I always do a little bit extra vanilla extract. I don't put exactly the amount. That little bit extra is pretty good. Makes it good. And here's the chips. And if you want to actually make Christmas cookies, instead of using vanilla extract, use peppermint extract. It works. Now this was a double bag. I already used half of it already on my last batch. So all of these are going in here this time. All the cookies are going. Stop. They're out there whining at the door. If they would have behaved, man. I always crack. I don't hit them on the side of it. I just crack with my knuckle real quick. Just hit it. Open it up. It's fast. Tell you. You be like, cooking with guys is weird. They be cracking knuckles. They be cracking eggs on their knuckles and shit. They don't do it right. And then what I do is I use that butter flavor Crisco. But you're going to need a whole cup of this stuff. So what I do is I'll pack it into my cup like this. And after I get through packing it, then I'll put it around the edge and I'll mix it a little bit at a time. I'm not going to turn the stove on yet until I actually start mixing it up. Once I start mixing, now I'll turn the stove on. But for now, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. All right, just packing all of this in there. And you got to be sure you get a cup, because if you don't get a cup, your cookie's going to come out like desert cookies, dry as hell. And you might not be able to mix it too well either. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, these are going to be good. I can already tell already. These are going to be good. Because sometimes when I cook, I already know right off the bat, you can just feel it, man. You get that. It's kind of like knowing you're going to do well at a sporting event before you even show up. You're like, yeah, tonight's going to be a good night. That's kind of me doing cookies. I'm like, yeah, these gonna be good, baby. I be popping myself up, listening to Lil Wayne and shit. Let's go, baby. I'm finna get these cookies. I'm finna get these cookies going, baby. Let's get this shit. Hell yeah. It's like this motherfucker pumping himself up over cookies. What the hell? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I ain't never so doing cookies, candles for Christmas? Nah, probably not. I'll probably just do cookies. But now I'm doing candles this year. No telling. No telling. Might be a good idea. No telling. All right. So now what I do is I got everything in there. Hold on. Let me move this out the way. And I'll show you how I do this. I take it in small pieces like this, and I put it around the edge of my bowl like that. So I'll have it going all the way around the bowl in a circle. Because what I want to do is take a little bit at a time as I go. So you just kind of, it's like painting and shit. That's all you're really doing. You're painting cookies. You're not baking cookies, you're painting cookies. So you kind of go around, get all this stuff out. And it also lets you see, like, as you're looking at it, if you had any, like, pits. Because if you got air pits in there, then you didn't get enough. You got to probably add a little bit extra just to grow on. All right, so that's about all of that. Yep. Shut up, dogs. Y'all ain't coming in because y'all too crazy, man. Y'all nuts. All right, so that's all that. And then this is how it looks right here. So it's going to look like this. So you're going to have all your shit going around the edge like that. That's all my Crisco right there. Then we go. You got to start with this. Start with this. I'm going to turn it up because I'm about to start mixing. So I'm going to turn my oven on right now. Hold up. Bake. I'm going to start with 360. Now, I change my temperature as I bake, depending on how the cookies are coming out. So I'll start with 360, but I might end up back down at 350. I don't know yet. So then you just start mixing it. And it's funny because I watch relationship stuff sometimes on YouTube and all that, and you hear all these women talking, but a lot of them never talk about cooking. They always talk about buying shit, like a man should pamper a woman, buy her stuff, do all this, do all that, take care of it. I'm like, but you never hear them talk about cooking. Like, I only cook 2-3 times a week because I make all my stuff up front, and then I just put it in containers and shit like that. But there was a whole era of women that just stopped raising their daughters, and they don't bring none to the table. If you can't cook, you got to think, what do you bring to the table as a woman? And now a lot of women, they can cook, they can throw down, they can do shit left and right. They just choose not to because many of them are career, they're busy, they rather order DoorDash and shit like that. It's all good, I get it. But if you're going to let your man sit around eating DoorDash and shit all the fucking time, I mean, I don't know, you're not making it special enough. You're just not making life special enough for me. Like, you see people out there, especially like Dante now, you motherfuckers always eating DoorDash all the time. That, I couldn't do it. If I had a woman and we was constantly eating DoorDash, you know how much money we wasting? It's probably about $50-$60 for 2-3 people to eat DoorDash for dinner. I'm like, that's $100 every 2 nights. That's about a week and a half worth of groceries. I mean, if I'm doing ribs is about $9-10 for a rack. We can go through a rack of ribs maybe every 3 nights. So it's going to cost us $10 to eat for 3 nights versus eating for $50 a night for 3, $150. So you go from 10 to 150, that's $140 you losing right there. $140 losing. If you do that 10 times a month, that's $1,400 a month you lost on eating. $1,400 you lose every single month. $1,400, I could buy a nice ass car for $1,400 a month. I'd be like, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start eating in, we ain't gonna eat out, and we're gonna go buy us a nice ass car. We're gonna go look at some Lambos or something like that. We might lease one. Park that shit out front. My neighbors be like, how the hell you get Lambo? Oh, we stop eating. We only cook, we don't eat out. We save all that money. Now, this is the part here, because once you get the egg mixed in pretty good, you get everything mixed in. This is the part where I say this is why you got to wash your hands. Because of this part, yeah, now we about to get down now. Because you got to get your hands dirty. So you're done using the spoon. Now you got to use your hands in here. It's like working with bread. And don't worry, once everything is all mixed up, it ain't, nah, it's not. It's going to be good. Yeah, that's way too much money. I'm telling you, that's money. I can't eat out like that. Because I got what, 4 cars and a motorcycle on my insurance. Then I got, you know, the cars I got to do maintenance with. I just bought a tire because, you know, in the big truck, I got that nail in the tire the other night. Ain't nothing wrong with that tire, but because I drive clients in it, I don't want to risk it. So I ordered another tire. It's in the garage. And because I don't want to have to switch the tires, I just ordered a whole rim today for $340. I ordered a whole nother rim. So now I'm going to have 5 rims. Because I'm like, instead of me changing and putting on that raggedy ass spare, I'm going to take the spare from up under the truck and put the spare rim up under there. That way, if I get another nail, I just pull over, hurry up, throw the other rim on there so it looks like I ain't got a flat tire. So it's kind of like the Jeep. With the Jeep, I do the same. I got 5 tires with the Jeep. So I went ahead and bought another rim and I bought another tire. So I don't have to ever run into that shit again. Because with clients, man, I got to be on the road. I got to be a pit crew. If I'm too far from home and I end up, hold up, Roseanne. If I'm too far from home and I can't get back to fix that tire right, I got to drive around with that nasty, rotten ass spare tire on my car, picking up clients at nice restaurants. Imagine my clients calling me saying, hey, Jeff, hey, man, we don't know where you are right now, but if you could do me a favor, swing by, pick us up, man. We'll give you $150. And I got this nasty ass tire on my fucking car. I'd be like, damn, man, I just had a flat. All right, I'll be there to pick you up. Man, I'm gonna pull around the corner. They're gonna be like, dude, what the hell kind of tires? Where's the good tires at? I'd be like, oh man, sorry, dude, I just got a flat. So what did I do? I ordered another tire last week. That one showed up like yesterday. And then this morning I went ahead, I had to find out where I got the rims from. And once I found out where I got the rims from, I ordered one more. So now I got another rim coming in, and then I'm gonna do a video, probably a live stream, I don't know, showing how I actually put rims and tires. I do mounting and balancing right here at the house. I don't go to a shop to do it. So I mount and balance all my own tires at the house too, because I got the equipment outside, and I'll show y'all how I do that. I mean, I do everything. If I ain't in here baking cookies, I'm outside, you know, tearing up some cars. That's just what I am. I mean, the day I get a woman, the woman says, hey, I'll do the cookies, you go outside and work on the cars, we can get another car. Now I'm like, shit, let's go buy another car. If you gonna cook and you gonna do all the baking, I'll go buy another car. That way, because even with the Escalade, I got to put another front tire on the Escalade because the one that I had on there dry rotted a long time ago, and I just never changed it. And now it's to the point where air leaked out of it, so it looks like it's sitting on a flat. But I don't mind because ain't nobody gonna steal an Escalade on a flat. So I leave the car on flat on the side of the house. When people say, dude, you know your truck's on flat? I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be. That's my alarm system. There ain't nobody gonna steal an Escalade on flats. They gonna think something's wrong with it. I'm gonna say, that car must not run, man. But if I put all good tires on it, then they gonna steal it. Say, do I ever just relax? Oh, I sleep all the time. I take a lot of naps. I'll take like a 3-4 hour nap. Then I'll get up, drive, do what I gotta do, knock shit out for a few hours, take another hour nap, do what I gotta do. Maybe sleep through the night, 8-9 hours, who knows. But when I'm up, I'm doing shit. All right, so here's my cookie dough. This is how you know it's gonna be good cookie dough right here. Look at this. It's all one good, giant clump. That's good right there. That's good. Man, I dropped one. There we go. So you know it's good like that because it's all clumped together. So now I gotta, we're only at 324. All right, now these are my baking pans right here. They them real thin baking pans. So I got baking pans. Then you got drying. These are cooling racks right here. So these cooling racks is what's up. I've always had cooling racks my whole life. I tell people I'm one of them guys. I got An engine hoist, I say always have an engine hoist. So I got an engine hoist in the garage, but always have cooling racks because you're going to have to bake something one day and you're going to need some cooling racks. So I got a transmission jack, an engine hoist, and cookie cooling racks. That's all a man really need. We don't need much else. And a grill. Get you a grill. That's it. After that, you good. So, oh, that's cool. Cookies look good. All right, and my cookies turn out pretty big. So here's one of them here. So it's going to be a real big cookie like this. Like this. It's almost the whole palm of my hand. It's a big ass cookies. So the oven just stopped. All right. Once we set these up, we'll get to chatting. I'm setting my cookies up now. But this is how quick it is to bake cookies. That's why I'm like, I can't be out buying $4 for 3 cookies all the time. That shit, like, no, man, I can't do that. It ruins all my money. Because you will end up going broke doing that shit. That's why I don't see how people get Starbucks every day. They be like, man, I got, every day I go get a Starbucks in the morning. I'm like, dude, that's $6, $7 per cup of coffee. My coffee maker sitting right there. I got my big ass coffee back here. Drink my big ass coffee. And I got all my coffee containers because I do iced coffee. So all my coffee containers are in the fridge. So that's how I do it. What up, Lance? What's good? So I tell folks, man, I save a lot of money because my sons know. My son used to call me cheap. Before he started out, saying, Dad, you cheap. Now he knows what the word frugal means. Because I'm like, if I'm cheap, I wouldn't have all the Mercedes cars, the BMWs, the Escalades. I wouldn't have the badass motorcycle. If you're cheap, you don't buy stuff like that. If you're frugal, you can afford stuff like that. Cheap people don't buy shit like that. No. So, all right, this is the first one right here. You got 9 cookies. They're pretty big. They're massive cookies because I like to eat like 1 or 2 at a time. I don't like eating a whole bunch of small ass cookies, so I make them pretty big. So this is 9 of them right here. So these are going in right now. All right, so that's the first 9 right there. Now let's work on the second 9. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I bake cookies fast. Because I've been doing this for so long, to me, it's like changing oil in the car. I've changed oil so many times, I could do that shit in 10 minutes and be done. It's like while it's draining, I'll be taking off the filter. Filter comes off, put a new one on real quick. By that time, the oil's completely drained. I just plug it back up, pour the oil in. Shit, I'm out. Do the reset on the dash, and I'm gone. I'm like a pit crew when it comes to cookies, though, boy. I'll be like getting it. But when I get good with candles, this is how it'll look once I'm really good with then I can fly with the candles. Y'all be like, damn, man, you just made, 4 candles in 10 minutes. Yeah, right. That shit'll never happen. And candles are a lot complicated than what people think. Way more complicated. What's up, Carla? So that was 9, and this is 7. So that gives me 16 cookies, a little more than a dozen. But this makes about really 2 dozen. So it should make, but each one of my cookies are like double cookies because I don't have time for all that shit. So if you eat one of my cookies, it's like you're eating really 2 because I combine a lot of stuff because I get them done. So here we go. Second rack in. Time is at 1:03. All right, bet. Let me wash my hands real quick. All right. That's everything, but that's it though. That's basically all the time it takes to bake. So I'm basically done. I just gotta wait until they come out. Then I'm done. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get good with these damn candles, man. You're smart. Why make Starbucks more wealthy? Keep your money. And see, and this is what I do. Because a long time ago, I had some clients, and they stayed in an Airbnb out here. Because I used to put my whole coffee pot in the refrigerator. My client stayed at an Airbnb. And he was like, hey, Jeff, come pick us up in the morning, and you can have all the food that's left. I did a video on it on my channel showing all the food they gave me. They gave me alcohol, like, I still got some of that shit down there. They gave me these. Like, big-ass bottles of wine, never opened. And then, hold up. And then they gave me 3 of these. So I had an iced coffee from Starbucks, And then I had 2 of these here, these stock brew coffees. So I drank them a long time ago. I drank them. So now what I do is I make my own coffee and I refill these and put them in the fridge. So these been in my fridge for like, I don't know, 2 years. So I keep refilling them, just putting them back in the fridge. Kind of like what I do with my bottles. Like these, I make my drink packets. Like these things here. These are my little drink packets. So I fill them with water and then put my drink packets in. So it looks like I got a lot of these in the fridge, but I don't. I got the little cheap ass drink packets. That's called being frugal right there. That's frugal. So I make my own coffee, and each full pot is one of these. So I do 3 full pots. I fill up all 3 of these. I throw them in the fridge. I can make iced coffee with it because I got the ice cruncher now. So now that I got the ice cruncher, you can pour it in there. It's just like having Starbucks, but you do it how you want to do it. And you put as much, creamer in it. You can put espresso in it, whatever you want to do. I fill these 3 things up. Maybe like one will last me probably about 3-4 days. And then I'll wash it, sit it over here. Once I get down to 1, then I fill up 2 because I don't like old coffee that much. So I keep just waiting until I'm down in one of them. When I get down to 1 about halfway, I make another thing of coffee, fill them back up. And that's just what I keep doing. Some rubber gloves might help not have that dough stick as much to your hands, bro. I ain't worried about no rubber. It's dope. My hands are clean. That's why I got a sink right here, bro. I got a sink. But yeah, the only time I really wear rubber gloves is sometimes when I'm working on like a transmission and that oil gets all up under your fingernails. You get all that grime from up under there. That's the only time I really go in and wear gloves. With cookies, once the cookie sticks to another cookie, because what be on my hand is like grease. That's a bunch of Crisco will stick to your hand because the Crisco, if you don't mix it in well enough, it just sticks to your hand. The cookie batter, it clumps together, so I ain't even worried about that. Oh, yeah, it looks pretty good. They're looking pretty good. And I'll open it up every once in a while just to let some of the heat out. But let's see. Oh, man, let's have a seat. There we go. Now it's time for some mic drop information. My man D-Lay, hey, man, you be funny over there, bro. You be cracking me up, man. I be dying laughing. You like, every one of your shorts start like that. Dante. I'll be dying. As soon as you say that shit, you be like, Dante. Like, the fuck wrong with you? The hell wrong with you, Dante? The hell wrong with you? I be crying laughing, bro. That shit be funny as hell. Man, you need to just be like a whole meme about that shit. Dante, the hell wrong with you? The hell wrong with you, boy? I'll be like, D-Lay be laying in his ass. Oh, yeah. Woo, they coming out right. And like I said, the main part of making cookies, how they can come out right, is make sure you don't put too much shortening in it. If you use too much Crisco or too much butter, you will flatten them out. The cookies will fall flat. You got to have enough brown sugar to offset that. That brown sugar kind of holds them together. So you get enough brown sugar and flour to hold it together, you're good to go. I'm going to let these crazy ass dogs in because they're out there going nuts right now. Hold up. Then my girl dog is so peaceful. She over there sleeping. She's like, oh, thank you for locking their ass outside. She's over there laying on the floor. She's like, man, they play too damn much. They all over the place. I'm like, I know it. Yeah, but yeah, here we go. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's convenient too. Yep. Oh, Starbucks is trash. Dunkin' is where it's at. See, I've never had Dunkin' Donuts either. I've never had their coffee. Because like I said, I make my own coffee. I've been making my own coffee for years. I think I got 2 coffee pots because that's how much I make coffee. One of them is a timer. Like this one has a timer on it. So it's got brew now. It's got strong, weak. It's got brew later. So you can hit different buttons and reset it and everything like that. So it's like my coffee pots, it depends on I might say I'm going to make coffee later on when I get to the house, go on the client run. I just hit brew later, so it's already running by the time I walk in the house. So I love doing that, man. That's a cool one. That's when I'm busy fixing up old houses. We turn them into Airbnbs. Oh, yeah. I know April is happy. April's like, thank you for locking their crazy ass outside. I'll let them in and y'all see. Woo. They looking good. In a minute, I'm going to have to flip. What's up, Cheryl? I'm gonna have to flip the cookies around because I do top and bottom because you don't want the bottoms to get done too fast on the bottom rack. So you flip racks real quick. That way they come out okay. Hold up. Let me flip racks real quick. Oh, yeah. Shut up. Oh, yeah. There we go. That shit's hot. But let me go ahead and grab these dogs. They starting to irritate the hell out of me now. Get up, get up. There we go. Let's go. Come on in, idiots. Come on. What did I tell you? Come here. Here, you want some? You want? Come here. Hey, come on. Oh. Ah. This is the killer right here. And see, they getting all riled up. That's why I be locking their ass out. She barking at them already and everything. This is what they do. What you got? What you got? What's the deal? What's the deal, huh? He's got the blanket going nuts over there. This is why I got a podcast like lock their ass out the room. Don't let him around. He can come in the room and he'll lay down. But he wants to like beat the other dogs up all the time. So sometimes I got to bring him with me so he don't beat them up. As small as he is, man, he from the streets. I found him on the street. That's why I tell folks, man, this dog, man, his ass is crazy. I think he had to fight for his food or something. This mother, he's nuts. This dog is straight crazy. You nuts, man? Huh? You want to go outside and see them? You want to go find them? Here, go outside. Go get them. There you go. Nope, I don't want you, man. Go find him. Yeah, but his button, because everybody went outside, so he's looking for him now. He's like, where'd they all go? I'm gonna go get him. Hey, stop. Cut it. Ooh, they looking good. They looking good, y'all. Get ready. I got a whole thing of milk. I just bought milk like a day ago. So this is about to get good. So you get your fresh baked cookies, you get your milk. Oh, it's finna be live in here. Hold up. Come on, thing. There we go. Oh yeah, fresh baked cookies. Man. I don't share it's like crazy. Just got an autograph from Dante on my arm. Never watching it off. He's the GOAT. So inspiring. He's like, he's the GOAT. Like, damn. Oh, yeah. So, basically, let me check on these cookies. Looking good. Hold on. Watch out. Get back. Yep, the bottom rack probably got about another 2-3 minutes and they good. Oh, yeah. Hey, I got to have cookies and milk. That's my thing right there. You got to have cookies and out the oven, you give them probably about, I say a good 5 minutes. You give them 5 minutes to kind of cool off to get that extra burn off, and they still warm, like they're more warm than they are cool. So they still on kind of hot side, but not piping hot side. Bite it, hurry up, get a glass of milk with it. You're done. You're done for the day. You can go to sleep now. I've been baking cookies. Even when I was in college, everybody said, hey, man, I used to be in a dorm, and I would bake cookies in the dorms. They would be like, hey, you going to bake cookies, man? I'm like, I don't know. We go to the store. Everybody start pitching in money, getting all the ingredients. And the dorms had a kitchen, and they had like all of the bowls and everything else you needed. Cookie sheets, everything. So I would sit there and bake cookies, man. We have probably like 5 dozen cookies. I just keep mixing over and over again. Everybody like, oh, man, they would take like 5, 6 at a time. We just keep making cookies all night. It was like, dude, I just keep remixing. Let's do it again. Cookies. Oh, yeah. Hold up, where's it? Let me take a look real quick at these at the bottom. Oh. Ooh, a little bit more. Just a little bit. And they done. Yeah, they probably only got like maybe couple of minutes. Another couple of minutes and they good. Because right now they're already, because you don't want to overcook them. When you take them out, you want the top to look a little bit moist. Not a lot, but if the top looks dry, you've cooked them all the way through. You got to let them cook themselves on the rack. Hey, get back. Get out of here. Get. right, so these are actually done. So these are done right here. So these cookies are done. Look at that. That is good. That is good right there. That is what I'm talking about. So those are done. These in here, they probably got about it. And I put it on 360. So I'm like, man, 360. I should have probably went down to 355, but it's fine. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave them on that rack. So I'm gonna leave them on the cookie sheet real quick, only for like maybe 60 seconds. Oh yeah, I'll make them from scratch. I'll make them from scratch. That's it. So I'm gonna leave them on there for about 60 seconds and then take them off. How these looking? How these looking? Not yet. Give them a little bit longer. All right, let's see. So that's those right there. I'll move these over some. Hold up. So these right here are ready to go. These cookies are ready to go right here. So they're all like done. They're pretty big. Like I said, I can't do small cookies. I always do big cookies. So these are some real big cookies. They got good texture to it and everything. So I think these are a go. They're a go. I like them. All right, let's take the other ones out. Get back. All right. We'll let these sit on here for a while. These are go like how big they are right here, like how big they are. They're gonna collapse a little bit to give them like mountains and everything. So they're gonna collapse a little bit to give them some more texture. So yeah, they'll come out like these. Like these are this is the first batch. So the first batch looks pretty good. It's got good texture to it and everything. So I like that. I like these, man. Those look pretty good. I like those. So they're decent and the bottoms are not burnt. So you got to make sure the bottoms are nice and light. You see how light the bottom is? You don't want a dark brown bottom. A dark brown bottom means you overcooked it. It's too dry. You don't want to mess with it. That becomes a dog cookie. What up, young boy? My man. So don't burn the cookies. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Thanks, Cheryl. So they look delicious. Hey, and I'm going to let them cool for a little bit. And once they cool enough, that's when I'm going to go ahead and throw that milk on. Woo. See, hold on. See, now you can see these collapsing a little bit. You can sort of see them starting to collapse and take shape now. So they're starting to get more texture and stuff like that because they be so pumped up from the heat. As soon as you put them in cool, they start dropping a little bit, but they leave all those nice like ridges and everything. Yeah. Be doing it. All right, let's see what we gonna do. Let's get us a good. Yeah. All right. This is the glass. Two back, two cat. Oh yeah. All right, let's see. We're going to have some fun with these. Oh, yeah. Get back. Scoop this together like that. Move these over some. I think that's it, buddy. We're done, buddy. So that's your second rack right there. So there's your second rack. So you got your first. This is from your first batch. That's from the second all the way back. So you see how the first batch is like that. The second batch is kind of like a little different, but they all pretty much look uniform. They look pretty good. I'll deal with it. Let me see. Oh, it's still pretty hot to touch, so we got to give it a minute. Let's give it a minute. Let's sit this shit to the side there. Let's have a chat. While the cookies are marinating right now, let's have a chat. So send some of those through the mail. Oh, I do. My son, he gets cookies all the time. He says, man, you probably can sell those cookies like Famous Amos. Man, I've been sending cookies to my son for years, man. It's like, I'll fly like my old buddies, Alex and Erica. I will fly into Vegas. I'll fly from St. Louis all the way to Vegas, make cookies. As soon as I touch down, they have everything already set up on the counter. Touchdown, they come grab me from the airport, show up at the house. The kids are there, everybody's there. We just start baking cookies, laughing, cracking up, having a good time. I think even on my, I think it's my Venmo. My Venmo is actually me baking cookies at Erica's house. That's funny shit. It's like, that's how long ago I've had that. That's how long I had my Venmo account. I was baking cookies at Erica's house on my Venmo. Hold up, let me see. Where is it at? Come on, thing. Come on. Open up. I want to see if it'll open up. I won't. Yeah, but that's me there though. I wonder if it'll let me screenshot. Oh yeah, it'll let me screenshot it. All right. Cause I was trying to blow it up some. This is funny as hell. This is funny. Hold up. Where's that screenshot at? This is a picture of me, like I said, a long time ago when I was at Erica's, and that's her kitchen. I was actually baking cookies right there. I was in her kitchen. That's her oven in front of me right there. That's my Venmo. My Venmo is baking cookies. People like, dude, is that you on Venmo? Yeah, that's me, man. What are you doing, baking cookies? Like, yup. That's how long I've had Venmo, that damn long. But no, definitely though, like I said, my son, he'll be like, and then his mom knows I bake cookies. So I would ship him cookies. I'm like, hey, make sure you give your mom some. He says, oh, she's already taken them already. She already knows. You're like, what, your dad baking cookies? Make sure you let me know when they touch down. You don't lie. And I'll tell her exactly how many's in there. I'm like, hey, I put a dozen of them in there. So don't let him lie and say he only sent me 5. Now I put a dozen. He knows how many is in there. And they're big, like a dozen cookies is really like 2 dozen. Because I bake them, and like I said, I bake them big, man. Young boys say, hey, the bakery today. But this is what I do. It's getting kind of hot in here. It's good. And the dogs are cool. I can't believe it. They're not hype at all. I don't know where they are. Well, I see one there, one. Hey, get, go. Get. I was just asking. I wasn't calling you over here. Oh, here's the other one behind me. Ooh, okay. This one's ready. This is from the first batch. This one here. So that's the first batch right there. Hold up, let me. Man. See, that's it right there. So that's the first batch. So it's got nice texture to it. They're still kind of bendy. So like if you could do like this and they'll start folding. You see how it's folding? So they're still real nice and soft, but they got a hard exterior. So they're hard on the outside, but soft on the inside. So, oh yeah, the dogs always get cookies. I always give them a little piece of it. So let me see. Oh yeah, that's a good cookie. That's a good, look at that big old bite. Oh, I just dropped chocolate over here. But that's a good cookie. I can live with this. It's kind of hot, so you got to hurry up and put some milk in because them chocolate chips, yeah, they kind of warm. It's like molten lava in your mouth. But definitely, no, these cookies are pretty good. Like I said, you can kind of see. Let me see if you can break them. So you can break them. You can kind of see the chocolate kind of hanging between them. But these are some good cookies, man. What Gabe say? Grilling people and punching eggs. That's stupid. We grilling people and punching eggs today. I'm gonna go get him some dog treats. Y'all ain't getting none of these cookies, man. Back up. I'm gonna get y'all dog treats. Hold up. Let's go. Let's get the treat. Come on. Let's get the treat. Here you go. So now they got a treat. They're good to go. But like I said, man, this is, and I tell folks, man, just me being the way I am. I'm not saying like about me, but I feel that I'm pretty much complete as far as like man goes. I'm pretty much complete. I don't need a mom. Somebody tell me, like somebody cook for me all the time. Tell me, I do finances. I got a really good credit score. I do finances. So it's like at this age where we're at now, we're looking for somebody to complement what we already got going on. You don't want somebody to drag you down. This is where I think Hannah fucked up, because she could have found somebody who was actually like in her range as far as like wealth goes, family goes, and shit like that. Dante is a drag down. So now he drug her down to where he is and nobody respects her. So that's what we as older people don't want to get involved with. We don't want to get involved with somebody that's going to drag us from where we have worked to become. We've worked to get here, and now we meet somebody who just for the excitement, and we're just tired of being lonely. I'm sick of being lonely. So we settled down instead of settling up or just settling across. We settled down, and now everything we worked for has went to shit. And so when I look at somebody like Hannah, just like, you know, she was saying, oh yeah, Dante was showing her the YouTube channel when they met. If that's how you lead, you say, I want to be your man because I got a YouTube channel. That's how you lead. It's like, no, be a man because you do manly shit. I want to be your man because I do manly things. I can fix your car for you. I can help you, you know, get your life together. Whatever. I can keep your life together as it is. I'm not going to destroy it. But to just lead with, well, I got a YouTube channel and I'm going to work on YouTube. You can work on YouTube with me. We could do this together. No, that's your dream. That's what you do. That has nothing to do with nobody else. Like, I don't meet a woman and go, hey, you know what? I work on cars. I'm trying to rebuild my car business back up again. You can help me do that. She might already have her stuff together. Jeff, I don't want to be dealing with no cars. I don't want to be out pulling engines. But I've dated women that have helped me before pull engines. I paid them pretty well. I paid them just like I would pay myself. I paid them pretty well. They come hang out with me for a couple of days. They make $300-400 just helping me. And it's like, damn, you know, I make more money with you than working. So why am I even working? I could just hang with you all day. And some would say that. Why am I even working when I could just hang with you all day? Because I was running my own company. And that's sometimes you get with somebody who says, I could benefit you more because what I'm doing might not, you know, help us because I'm only working here doing this. But I can help you with your company and, you know, we can make money. I never held money from nobody because I'm a firm believer in the more money you give out, somehow the more you get back. I've lived by that my whole life. It's like pay to play. You got to spend money to make money. I've always believed that because I've seen it in casino. But then you get with some people who want to take advantage of that generosity. They see that you're a generous person. They go, oh, I could just take from this guy. I could take from this lady because they're generous. And they end up running that generous person into the ground. And then you wonder why that woman is kind of like got her walls up for her next relationship, or that man has his walls up for his next relationship, because you get matched up with people who aren't like you, who don't even belong in your arena, your atmosphere. They don't even belong there, but somehow they got there. But it's up to you to be smart enough to say, I'm going to take you out of my atmosphere. You don't belong with me. You don't belong around people like me. I'm very progressive. I'm always doing something. I'm trying to make something out of my life other than sit around all day. So, you know, you're not doing much. I'm doing too much. It's not a good match. And that, like I said, that's what I see between Dante and Hannah. I mean, she had a job. She had a family. She was living in a nice area. She could have met a guy like living in a nice area. Instead, she met a low-income guy who's scamming, fraud, acting, doing dumb shit. And this is who you link your life with. I guarantee if they ever end her next relationship, she's going to paint herself as a victim because she's learned how to paint herself as a victim. She's going to paint herself as a victim. Oh, well, he was having me do this. He was telling me to do this. He was this and that. Now I can't even have social media because everybody links me with him. That's an adult decision you made. I know you're a young adult, but you got older adults telling you, hey, don't link yourself with no nonsense because that shit might follow you. And now everybody going to look at you as Dante's ex one day, and you're going to never get out of that because it was a massive scam, lying, bullshitting people just to get views. And now you're going to say, well, I'm going to be the honest one. And no, people don't fall for that shit. They don't fall for that. They're going, nope, we already know who you are. And that's the problem right there. What's up, dogs? Man, these cookies are perfectly sweet. They're perfectly sweet. Not too much. And I always get semi-sweet chips. With semi-sweet chips, man. Jeff is a pro at breaking up. I don't think I'm a pro at breaking up. I think I'm a pro because, and I'm gonna tell you like this, Nicole. I'm glad you said that because it makes sense to a certain degree. I tell everybody who rides motorcycles, especially people who get a new motorcycle, it's the difference between like motorcycle riders. You got the ones that have fallen and the ones that will fall. That's motorcycles right there. The motorcyclists that have fallen and the ones that will fall. In relationships, you've got the ones that have broken up and the ones that will break up. It's just how it is. Divorce is probably more than 50% right now. Relationships are probably even higher than that. So you got to get somebody who knows how to fall on a motorcycle so you can still survive after you wreck. Once you wreck, you want to figure out, okay, do I save myself? Do I save the bike? Same as a relationship. Do I save myself or do I save whatever insanity this shit is? You got to make a choice at that point. Don't you lose yourself in a union with somebody, because if they meet you, they met you for who you were, unless you lied to them. They met you for who you were. If the union changes you for the better, that's good. If the union changes you for the worse, then you got lost in it. You allowed yourself to crash out in that relationship, and now you're nothing what this person fell for, and now you're going to be blaming the relationship on how you are now. Don't get lost in it. And that's the point of breaking up. Smurf Toes, the motorcycle gang. And that's what makes me not really a pro at breaking up, but a pro at knowing how to ride a motorcycle. You will drop it one day. In a relationship, you might break up. You might break up temporarily. You might break up permanently. A breakup is a separation of energy. Some people get together twice. They'll break up and then they'll get back together again when things change and things get better. Some people get remarried again. You have to know how to end it right, especially if it's true and you were true to who you are, they were true to who they were, and somehow you got lost in it. If you can find yourselves again, you might find each other again. But if you get so lost in it that you split and you know that this person lied to you to get to you, they're really a narcissist, they're egotistical, they're an idiot, they're broke, they're abusive, this and that, you never get back with them because you learned who they were, the true who they were, because they faked it to get with you. But you learned the true who they were and you broke up and you didn't lose yourself. You got to be a professional at separating yourself from a narcissist, from an abusive person, because they will stalk you and track you down and do crazy shit. You got to learn how to separate that. Me, I'll move to a whole new fucking state. I've done it. I moved to a new state because I can afford to do that. I don't want to be bothered with people sometimes. I don't want to be bothered with them or their friends. Nothing to do with it. I'll move to a whole new state, start my shit over again and have even a better life. It's just how I am. Some people move to a whole new country. Shit, I'm just moved from state to state. Some people move to a whole new fucking country. I'm like, hey, whatever. But you just got to know how to break up to where you don't get lost and you don't hurt yourself more. Just like wrecking a motorcycle. Know how to wreck that bike to where the bike might be damaged. The relationship might be damaged, but you're still intact. And you can start riding again on another motorcycle. You can be in a relationship with somebody else who's more in line with you. It's basically how the art of breaking up is. People got to realize it. It's a true science to breaking up with somebody smart. And I don't really get too involved with like people's families and shit like that until I'm 100% sure this is as far as we're going to go with it. And people are like, why don't you want to meet my family? I'm like, because I don't know you like that. I don't want to meet your family, meet your friends, meet all these people, and we not even know each other like that to where we're talking about being together. Because then I got to turn around and relearn somebody else's family again. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm a realist. When it comes to relationships, I'm a realist. And there ain't nothing wrong with being real. There's nothing wrong with being real. I know some people live in that fantasy of, oh, I'm going to fall in love and just float in the clouds all day. Cool. I mean, you might meet somebody who you might not, love as much as your first love. Let's say that. You might be like, oh, my first love was crazy because you hadn't experienced true love. That was your first love, and it was like a fantasy. And it was summertime and you didn't know what to do. Now, once you start understanding what love really is and that it's not as easy as people think it is, not that much of a fantasy, then you appreciate and you respect not only love, but that person right there. You respect that. And you might not be like infatuated head over heels doing cartwheels and shit like that, but you would be with that person longer than with the other one who is just fairy tale. Because the moment tragedy hits the fairy tale, you're not going to know how to handle it. But when you're with somebody who you've been through shit with, you know how to handle it. It's like wrecking a motorcycle. If you know how to wreck a motorcycle, you know how to probably put it back together. You can put yourself back together. But if you've never wrecked and you don't understand how it is, it's going to be a very hard road for relationships. Just a very hard. So I ride my motorcycle a lot. I usually get one good wreck a year. Exactly. What up, Queens Eats? Yeah, you got to get one good wreck a year in. Like I said, I've slid through gravel, everything, man. I've done it all. I've hit a wall, jumped a curb before, man. I've done some crazy shit on the bike. But that's what it is. Get back. Dogs all up under my damn feet. Hit the like button and share. Yeah, and like I said, man, I appreciate you guys rocking with me today while I sat here and made these cookies. Because if I was making the cookies and then had to do a live stream, that would have been extra time. You guys helped me make cookies while I was doing the live. I like that. Appreciate you guys for being patient. Oh, we did chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip. This is what we ended up baking. Hold up. For the people who are just showing up, this is what we ended up baking right here. We baked chocolate chip cookies today. Chocolate chip cookies. That's what we got. So, yeah. And we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We got 15 left. 15. Only ate one. And like I said, that almost took me a whole glass of milk just for that one cookie. That was a lot. That was a lot. Them cookies are, woo, they'll hit you, man. They will hit you. But I love to bake. That's my thing. And, you know, when I had custody of my son, we used to bake a lot. Oh, yeah, them some large cookies. I mean, you got to eat it in stages. They're rich. They're very rich. And like I said, you got to eat it in stages. Make sure you get some milk because you don't want that sugar to really hit you too much. But those are perfectly sweet. They're not too sweet because I use 2 types of sugars. I use brown sugar and white sugar. So you got 2 types of sugar in there and you can really over sweeten them. And you got to be real careful with that because a chocolate chip cookie that's too sweet tastes like trash. They do. I've had too sweet chocolate. They taste like sugar cookies, and it's like they don't even taste like chocolate chip cookies. So it's like it's a science to making a perfect chocolate chip cookie. Woo, yeah, that's good. I'm feeling that. Yeah, what's up, pup? It's my big husky sitting here. She thinks she's slick. She's got her head on my leg. She's like, give me one. Back up, Chuck. Back up. Woo, man. But see, that's the thing, though. Now I got cookies that'll last me for like 3-4 days. So now I don't have to go and spend, $4, $8 a day. Once you spend $8 a day, in 3 days, that's $24. That's more than a half tank of gas in my Beamer. Now with a half tank of gas in my Beamer, I can make $300, $400 with a half tank. Because I can get about 100, 150 for a quarter of a tank, just doing basic rides. If it's private rides, I can make more than that on a half tank. But if I can save $24, go to the gas station, put that in my tank, I can flip that $24 into $300, $400. That's the way I live. I'm frugal. I'm very frugal. And I tell people all the time, if you want to know how to make money, like I teach about money on my channel all the time. I'm a big investor. I've been around investors my whole life. People who invest not only in themselves, but into small companies. But see, I got that COVID shot yesterday. It had me in bed today. Oh, yeah, I don't mess with that stuff. See, I love bacon. We're in having chili and rice for dinner tonight. There you go. But if you want to invest and do something to flip the money you get, let's say you got a W-2 job and you want to flip that money. You take $100 out of that W-2 and you figure out what you want to do with that $100. You say, with this $100, I'm going to buy some business cards with, 40 of it. The other 60 of that, I'm going to put gas in the car that's going to last me like 3, 4, 5 days. I don't know. And I'm going to use those business cards and that gas to turn that $100 into what I can turn it to. You might turn that $100 to $1,000. You're like, damn, I just took $100 on my paycheck and got $1,000 on top of that. So now you $900 up. So instead of you just getting your paycheck for the week, you got your paycheck plus $900 in addition to that. Paycheck minus $100, and you got another $900 on top of that. So it's like, that's just how I make money. I do that all the time. And I'd rather me spend money on something that can make me money versus just being out blowing shit to make people think I'm cool. Like, I'm not buying no $200 pair of shoes just so people think I'm cool. I'm not buying no, $60, $70 shirt to go out to dinner with to like Taco Bell or some shit just so people think I'm cool. I can see if I was going to a nice place, I'd wear one of my suits. Say, hey, we going to a steak dinner. I wear one of my suits. You got idiots walking up in Taco Bell and In-N-Out Burger with $60, $70 shirts on. I'm like, no, just so they can be looked at as a rapper or be cool. Oh, I'm a ball player. I'm this, I'm that. Look at my shirt. Dude, this is In-N-Out Burger. You don't need to dress like that to eat a hamburger, but people want to be cool. I'd rather use that money for something else. So it's like, yeah. Oh, it's definitely good to know how to do a lot of different things. And that's why, you know, I believe in relationships. If you have two people who know how to do a lot, if you got two people that know how to do a lot of things, then one can be good at this set when another one's good at this set, and they can cross-train each other on the sets of things that they're intelligent in. Like, I've taught people before how to make shirts. They've went out and started their own little shirt business. I've taught people how to work on cars. They've worked on their own cars and stuff like that. So you can always cross-train with somebody who's equally at your IQ level, or at least close to your IQ level. But when you got people who are lower IQ and they've been a victim their whole life, and they're just, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do this. You can't really work with that. You can't do nothing with that. Hold up for a second. Let me move this over something. I don't know why my camera does that all the time. Yeah. So my camera has a candle business. She does ride share and she's a comedian on the side. See, there you go. All money right there. All money. All money. And that's the thing. I wish I didn't have to go back to work though. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. When I worked in casino, I enjoyed for a long time. I enjoyed going to work because of the people I would meet at work. I mean, I met people in banking. I met people in hotel and casino, game conventions. I would meet people. I mean, we would have a good time. Motorcycles, we'd buy motorcycles, cars. Loans, you get applied for loans and you get loans a lot faster just because of the people you know. It was just crazy working in corporate. It was crazy. So now that I'm not in corporate, I'm kind of doing my own thing, just kind of living life right now. It's a little different. It's a little different. It's kind of like I'm in charge of my own, destiny, but it's not a bad thing because I have less weight to carry. I don't have to carry a team. I don't have to go to work. So I have to wake up every day and 100% of the money that comes to this house is on me. There is no salespeople out there to help sell, and there's no bonuses that we're going to get. Every dime that comes to that front door is based on what I do. So I get on my phones. I'm in the streets. I'm giving out cards. I'm online. I'm doing everything I can do to keep money coming through that front door. Because the day I stop doing it, money stop coming through that front door. Things dry up. And that's the only thing. You don't want to be with somebody who's just not like you. If they're lazy, always talking about, I don't want to get no job. I don't want to get no job. But they're not doing something productive every day other than getting on welfare. Like, I couldn't be with somebody who's on welfare for the simple fact that, like Martin Luther King Jr. says, welfare makes you lazy. It makes you so dependent and comfortable on that system that you don't want to get off that system. You don't want to be comfortable doing it. There was videos today I saw of, let me see if I can find this. What young boy says, if you don't work, I don't eat. Oh, and that's young boy, you know how we roll, brother. You've been around for like 3-4 years, man. You know how we roll. We text back and forth about how much money we make and what conventions we going to. We be out there getting it, bro. We out there getting it. But I'm going to show you guys, there was a YouTube video I watched about people being upset that Section 8 welfare was ending. They were getting upset that Section 8 was ending. I don't know how in the hell oh, here we go, history. Yeah, they were upset that Section 8 was ending. And I'm like, how can you be upset? Okay, wait a minute. Here we go right here. Hold up, wait a minute. Hey, cut it out, relax. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna show you guys this. That's right.
I think 60 days. I don't know how they're doing it.
Okay.
If you don't know where to start,
right
start with the military, okay?
It's crazy how they're doing everything. So if you've been on Section 8 for 20, 30, 40 years, they're telling you that you got to be out of there within like the next, I think, 60 days. I don't know how they're doing
Crazy,
it, but they let
crazy.
you know that it's no longer.
So for the last couple years, or even maybe the last couple decades, there's been people taking advantage of Section 8, and it looks like it's starting to catch up to them. Now, apparently, all the rules for Section 8 have completely changed. So everything that was allowed back out of the Section 8 program is because of this exact reason. I ended up finding a bunch of different videos of people talking about how the Section 8 situation is affecting their current life. So we're gonna go ahead and watch these videos together, react to them, and see what's going on. So without doing too much talking, let's just get right into it.
Baby, y'all see what they're doing with that Section 8 program, huh? Crazy how they doing it. So if you've been on Section, I think 60 days. I don't know how they doing it, but they letting you know that it's no longer. But they're giving you a 2-year grace period if you just recently
It's crazy.
on. But
It's crazy.
Section 8 program is being cut. You got to get out, and it's just crazy all over the world. And at the same time that they telling people they got to get off of Section 8, and they no longer be on Section 8, especially when you've been on it for that long, and when you've been passing it down, they like they don't care. You got to go.
Yeah, and that guy, his name is Coach Toddy. Now, Coach Toddy, he's got that video on his channel. And I was looking at it, and I'm seeing about, people talking about Section 8, low-income housing, all of this stuff. These people have no idea what they're in for. No idea. It's going to be a bunch of people reverting to crime, fraud, schemes, and everything because they have no work ethic. They've not wanted to work for years. You got people like Dante out there, 5-6 years on low income, living in low income, getting welfare, and now all of a sudden you have to feed yourself. I used to tell people that's why they got signs in Yosemite Park saying don't feed the bears, because they want a bear to know how to survive if humans ain't there to feed them. Bears have to know how to survive in the wild, but yet we want humans not to survive in the wild. Make it make sense. We putting people on welfare for a lifetime. We're giving people the option to not work for the rest of their life. Oh, just keep filing the claim, keep getting food stamps, keep getting Section 8. We give them that for life. You cannot make a life on welfare. It should be impossible, literally impossible. And now that, people are coming in saying it, they're like, oh, well, the government kicking us out on the street. No, the government didn't kick you out on the street. The government put a roof over your head. You're putting yourself out on the street by not working. Don't put this shit on the government. Everybody out there said, man, you need some noise canceling because of these crazy dogs. Yeah, hey, get out. And that's those crazy dogs. That's why I put their ass outside earlier. Now you see why. And I'm telling you, man, it's like when you see everybody complaining about the government kicking them out. Oh, they're going to kick me out. The government going to kick us out. No, the government is the one who put the roof over your head. You got it backwards. When you were born to a parent, your parent was probably working. If your parent was on welfare, then that's where it started. But your parent was probably working. You were supposed to be the 2.0 version of your parents. Not go, well, I don't want to work, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start being on welfare. I'm just going to start being on. No, you don't have an option to just be on welfare. You can't do that. And I'm glad the government is taking that option away, saying if you are an able-bodied person, but just your brain is saying, I don't want to work, we can't deal with you. You're able-bodied. You're not handicapped. You don't have a deficiency. Maybe you got a mental deficiency, but that don't count. You sitting there saying, I don't want to work. I shouldn't have to work. I should be able to live my dream. I should be able to do whatever I want to do. No, you can't do that. You can't do it. Stop it. Quit it. I'm about to put their ass outside again in a minute. And there's too many of these people out there, man. They think that we should be feeling sorry for their ass. I got kids. Well, it's called having sex. I mean, it's basic biology. When you lay down and keep popping out kids, guess what's going to happen? There's more mouths to feed. As a man, when you keep impregnating a woman, guess what? You're going to have more child support to pay because that's more mouths to feed. So you can't lay down, talk about, oh, you know what? I'm going to keep popping out some kids, putting them on the government and everything, and let the government take care of them, getting welfare and all that, so I ain't got to worry about it. No, that era is over. That era is over. People been out partying, laughing, cracking up, telling other people, oh, y'all stupid for working. All y'all need to do is go down there and file for housing. You stupid for working. That's done. Why y'all getting a job when y'all can get like, $500 a week on food stamps? Then you can turn around and get your house paid for. Y'all stupid for working. Yeah, when that door gets closed, the government messed up. The government is so messed up. The government doing us dirty. No, the government did y'all right for too long. Now y'all got to do yourselves right. Do right by yourself. Don't sit up and blame the government. I don't blame the government because you don't see none of us waking up every day saying, man, I gotta go out there and find a way how to get this mortgage paid. I gotta see if I can get some assistance, man. No. I wake up, I put gas in that truck, and I hit the streets. If I gotta be out there for 5 hours, I'm out in the street for 5. And 5 hours is a long time. Shit, I was just looking at my truck today. Some hit the side of my truck during the flood. I was driving, a big board was in this puddle. I didn't see the board till I hit the puddle. The board flipped up and smacked the side of my truck. Now I got a big ass scratch down the lower half of my truck near the back door. This is what happens driving through flood waters. You don't even see that shit. I'm like, what the hell? That board jumped up, said boom, smacked the shit out the truck. I was like, damn. Yeah, so I'm gonna buff it out. Luckily, it's just a big ass scratches. It didn't take out the paint. It just scratched the whole clear coat all the way back. So I got to go and buff all of that out. Like, man, since people are still blaming the Democrats, we're not even in office. I'm telling you, it's like the Democrats right now, what I think the Democrats did was made people dependent on a system. It's kind of like supplying somebody crack over and over and being the drug dealer and then not wanting to take blame for this person being addicted to drugs. When you give people welfare for generations and welfare for years, you can't walk away and say, oh, we don't have nothing to do with that. No, you got these people hooked on it. You told them that it was okay not to work, that it was okay to be under your control, because this is what it is. It's like being on a plantation. As long as they let you sleep in a barn, you don't have to do anything that you like. You don't leave the barn and go somewhere else to try to make money to get your own barn and your own land. You stay under somebody's control. So if you stay under somebody's control, then you can't do an uprising against them, because if you say something that they don't like, what do? They shut you down. Oh, we'll turn your shit off. Oh, wow. You can't go out and make too much money. If you earn too much money, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna shut you down. You can't earn. Oh man, you made $100 more than what we told you to make. We're gonna take you off of welfare. Oh, you made $100 too much. Oh, we're gonna take away your housing. You gotta stay poor. If you stay poor, we'll keep giving you money. It's enabling, just like that. It's enabling. So if you see people doing well and doing better, you should do something for them to help encourage them to keep doing well and doing better. With welfare, it's opposite. The better you do, they want to hurt you. They don't give you no time to change. If you make $200 too much, next month you ain't getting nothing. They don't say, oh, I tell you what, if you can keep this up, for 3, 4, 5 months, we'll help you get into this type of job. We'll help you get into this. They don't do that. They want you to stay poor, broke, and under control, because once you're poor, broke, under control, you can't rise up against them. And I'm like, nah. Oh, yeah, they siphon taxes from the working people to enable lazy people. I believe it. And not only that, it's that a lot of the people who were getting the taxes, this is how it works. This is how money laundering works. Let's say you got $1 million, and I say, I'm $1 million in tax dollars. What up, Cray? Thank you so much for the super chats. It's Jeff Boyardee are making cookies. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, if you got $1 million worth of taxes, $1 million in this tax fund, and you say, we're going to start a program to help people. You don't send them direct tax dollars from that thing. No, you start a program, and guess who's in charge of the program? You got a CEO of the new NGO, non-government organization. You got a CEO now. The CEO is going to get $150,000 out of that million. The CEO has a treasurer and has a vice president. Guess what? By the time that $1 million makes it to the community, there's probably about $600,000, because they cut $400,000 off the top to feed their buddies. Hey, you want to be a CEO? Yeah, you're going to be a CEO. Okay. Hey, Lipstick. All right, so you're going to be the CEO. You're going to be the treasurer. You guys be the accountants. You guys will be on the board. So out of that million, 40% is right off the top. And that's the key to money laundering. You're not giving $1 million to the people who need it. You're eating up 40% of that million by saying, we're going to create a new program to help poor people do this. Okay. All right. Well, let me start putting that NGO together. Let me put that non-government organization together. It's going to be called Poor Help. It's going to be called Poor Help. That's the CEO. That's the treasurer. And all of these people are getting paid because they're using poor people to transfer money to a new company. Transfer us $1 million. Out of that million, you got salaries. You're renting buildings. You got to rent a whole building. Who owns the building? Probably a politician owns the building. The politician's like, hey, I own a building on Main and First Street. Yeah, use that. And just give me $30,000 a month for that building. Okay. So the politician approves the new program, sends all the money to their friends, tells their friend to rent their building back. So the politician's making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. Everybody else making money off the top of it. And the people ain't getting nothing. The people are still poorly educated. The people are still living in dilapidated conditions. They still living in crime-ridden areas. All it is money going from politicians to rich people back to politicians. It's just money laundering, just back and forth, money laundering. And that's why them people got caught with USAID. What happened with USAID? I'm going to show you guys what happened with USAID. And you'll see exactly what I'm saying is what happened. I'll say USAID. Oh, what is it called? USAID executive. Let's go executive caught. I'll just put caught. Let's see what that. Okay, let me see if this USAID. No, I can't. I'll say USAID and I'll say fraud with 3 executives. Okay, let's go USA fraud with 3 executives. Okay, here we go right here. Here we go right here. This is what I'm talking about. And these 3 executives were part of an NGO. An NGO is a non-government organization. And these people were in charge of an NGO. So let me see. All right, here it is right here. It says USAID official and 3 CEOs plead guilty in $550 million bribery and fraud scheme because they're taking all of our money, claiming it's for organization, but it's really not. I'll let you hear this.
I'm Christina Awayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories. A USAID official and 3 corporate executives pleaded guilty in a bribery scheme that went on for more than a decade. It involved 14 prime contracts worth more than $550 million in U.S. taxpayer funds that were improperly awarded through manipulated process at the federally funded organization. 57-year-old Roderick Watson of Woodstock, Maryland, a USAID contracting officer, pleaded guilty to bribery of a public official. He faces 15 years in prison. Watson spoke with an investment company facilitating a $14 million loan for a business from which Watson paid himself a $10 million dividend.
Bam.
In exchange, Watson was showered with lavish bribes and gifts, including cash payments of more than $1 million.
Listen to this right here, look.
Dividend. Exchange company facilitating a $14 million loan for a business from which Barnes paid himself a
$14 million was given to him. $14 million. And out of that $14 million, he gave himself $10 million of it. So where'd the other $4 million go? That was part of the program. I told you, they taken all the money. They say it's for a program. $14 million program, and he says, I'm going to give myself a salary of $10 million. This is how they gain. And like I said, these politicians have been doing this for a long time. They've been using USAID and all these companies like this for a long time. Finally, somebody came in and decided to say, let's investigate and look this up. How do you think all of these contracts got uncovered? They said this was well over a decade, over 10 years. Over 10 years they've been doing this. These 3 executives and USAID has been doing fraudulent contracts, faking contracts, saying, oh, we're doing programs for the poor. We're doing programs of aid for people. But they really weren't. It was all money they was using for themselves. Out of 14 million, you take 10 million and pocket it. Yeah, sounds like a program to me now. And that's our tax dollars. Those are our tax dollars. So when people are saying they're using welfare money to help people, no, they're not. They're paying themselves with that money, but they're using us as the pawns. Oh, we're helping blacks. Where? We've seen the Democrats fight harder for illegals to get benefits and housing than they fought for their own black American citizens. It's always, well, we don't have enough money. We don't have enough money to help out the black community here. We don't have enough money. Oh, we're out of money. We can't start a program. We're out of money. But as soon as the illegals come around, oh, we got all the money we need. We just signed a sheet of paper. We got all the money you guys want. What do you guys need money for? And I'm like, this shit don't make no sense to anybody who's really listening. We're tired of hearing we ain't got the money. We ain't got the money. We don't got this. We don't got the money. But yet, when it comes time to fund something that they know they're going to get kickback on, because the one thing is illegals don't really speak English that well. Many of them don't speak English. So they don't even realize the funds that are being funded to them is not even all there. If you say, we're going to give you guys $14 million, and they go, okay, then the illegals only get $4 million out of the $14 million, they wouldn't know the difference. They think, well, I'm in America. I don't have to pay for this. I don't have to pay for that. And where's all the money going? It's going to luxury hotel owners, people who are invested in luxury hotels, and they're housing all these people in luxury hotels. A hotel I couldn't go to as an American citizen and live in there for free. I couldn't even get a room for a night for free as an American citizen. They'd make me pay for it. And those are my tax dollars. So if I go say, hey, I should be able to stay in this hotel for the night. It's a nice, man, this hotel's, it's $800 a night hotel, Jeff, $800 a night. I'm like, well, just use my tax dollars for it. Because that's what y'all did with all the illegals. Y'all gave them all of the tax dollars, and they were living here for $800 a night, and nobody had a problem with it. But me, I'm a black American. I'm able-bodied. I'm working. So I'm not going to be able to do that. This is what I'm saying, man. And this is why people are really starting to open their eyes and realizing what's happening in this country with the fraud, the mismanagement of funds, all of the bribery going on. $550 million. They got caught. That is not a typo. That is not a probably got caught. No, they got caught in a $550 million scheme over 10 years. That's $55 million every year. $55 million each year of our tax dollars was going to something that wasn't what they said it was going to. It was a scheme. It was a fraud. It was fake contracts. $55 million a year. It's a lot of money. $55 million is a lot of money. Imagine how much money the black communities could be using with $55 million a year. For 10 years straight, if you gave black communities $55 million a year, every year said, we're going to give you guys books. We're going to put cameras on every streetlight. We're going to help you guys fund police so you don't have to really, be walking around in crime all the damn time. We're going to take care of these roads and streets. $55 million every year for 10 years straight. A bunch of rich people got that money. A bunch of rich people are sitting up on yachts. Rich people going to F1 races. Rich people flying around the country and everything in private jets and all that. Black people like, oh, can we get some? No, we can't. And then they wonder why black people just stop voting for them. Why y'all stop voting for us, man? Y'all Democrat. Y'all black people. That means y'all Democrat. Y'all born into a Democrat. Y'all on the planet. We own y'all. When you got black skin and you're born with black skin, you're automatically a Democrat. You don't have a choice to be nothing else. You are a Democrat. You're black. That's racist to me. That's racist to assume that somebody automatically is a party based on their skin color, not asking them what's on their mind or what direction they see this country going to. It's racist, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we talk about racism all the time and racist tendencies to assume somebody. That's like if you meet, and it's funny that right now they claim it when you walk up to people, you need to ask them what they identify as. If you walk up to somebody, you can't assume to call them a ma'am or a sir. You have to ask them what do they identify as. Why is it not like that when it comes to politics? Why shouldn't you ask me, what do you identify as, Jeff? What do you identify? Why don't you ask me that? Why do you assume that I'm black that I'm Democrat because my skin is black? You're not even asking me but yet if I did that to somebody at a bar, said, okay, sir, I'm not a sir, I'm a ma'am. I'm going to get fired from my job because I assumed somebody was somebody without asking what did they identify as. I get fired immediately. But yet, if you assume that I'm Democrat because I'm black, you don't get fired for that. It's just the way it is. You're black, you must be Democrat. That's just how it always been. And I think people need to sit back and ask that question first. They really need to ask. Oh, yeah, they ask you it on job applications or interviews. I don't put on black. I put in more than one race. Is it, what are you, Jeff? Like, shit, I'm just here, man. I'm here. Is what are you? I'm here. Motherfucker, I'm here ready to interview. Are you black? Are you white? No, motherfucker, I'm here. H-E-R-E, I'm here. You gonna hire me or what? So I won't identify you. You're either male or female. I'm telling you. Motherfucker ask me, what are you? Shit, I'm driving. Well, we need to know what you are. I'm driving right now, man. I'm driving. But what are you? I said, I'm driving. No, are you? No, don't worry about that. I'm driving. You see, that's the thing. People always want to message you, say, happy birthday, Charlie Kirk. Very racist, for real. Because when you think about it, race shouldn't matter as long as you can do the job. And that's what I believe. I believe that. And I'm one of those people like, I came from the hood, man. I know what it's like in the hood. I know what it's, and this is what people don't like to hear. They don't like to hear the truth about the hood. They want to make it seem like we're some secret society. We have camera phones now. Everybody knows what goes on in the hood. Everybody's recording everything. It ain't a secret no more. It may have been a secret back in the day before camera phones because white people wouldn't come to the hood. But now we as blacks, we put hood shit on the internet. It's no secret no more. Now we all know what goes on in the hood. We all see the shit in the hood. So it's like you can't claim it all. How do you know? Thank you, Jose, my brother. Say so true, my brother. They don't want us to get any money. They know why one of us do immense with it. We build the country without receiving a dime. Exactly. And we built the country and didn't get a dime out of it. And so now that I see people out there, I see, a lot of black people getting mad when other black people say the things that go on in the hood. But you don't see those black people getting mad when a black person posts in a video the stuff that's going on in the hood. They don't post, like, if I say, man, these hood people, man, they always trying to rob you and carjack you and this and that, man, that shit's stupid, man. I wouldn't even drive through there at night. They get mad at me and call me an Uncle Tom. But yet when somebody posts that video of something getting robbed, shot, police and everything all in the hood, something happened tragic in the hood, they don't go after the person that posts that video and be like, hey, man, you an Uncle Tom for posting this shit. You an Uncle Tom for posting what's going on in the hood. You an Uncle Tom. They don't say that. They just look at the video. But it's okay. So if I say what goes in the hood, I'm the Uncle Tom. But if I post what goes on in the hood, I'm not. The shit makes no sense to me, man. It don't make no sense to me. So if you got an apple, that means you got a banana. Yeah, the hood really don't be having that much crime low key, but when something happens, everybody knows. And see, the thing is, Miss Queen, if you look at all the Memphis videos right now, there are people in Memphis right now. In Memphis, because I lived in Memphis for from 2nd grade all the way to 10th grade, 8 years of my life, back when Hirsch Villas was the place. So you got people right now on the internet saying Memphis is completely changed. They don't see YNs posted up at the stores no more on the corner, giving people, like, just running up on people at gas stations, talking shit to people at gas stations. They don't see none of that. One lady said her kids actually go outside and play. She said, my kids, she said, we ain't heard a gunshot in like 2 weeks. We haven't heard a single gunshot in my neighborhood. And then she went on to show a short of everything that happened in 2024 in her neighborhood. Right in her neighborhood. She showed all the news clippings of things that happened in her neighborhood. It was like night after night after day after day after night. It was in her neighborhood. And now she's sitting online today in 2025 going, I haven't heard a gunshot in over 2 weeks. And she showed proof that shit happened every day in 2024. Proof of it. And now she's like, with the National Guard here, you don't see nobody roaming the streets, just walking up and down the streets no more. And that's what they used to do. Them YNs would walk up and down the street. Hoodies. Just walking down the street, 2 o'clock in the morning, all of them got guns, looking for a victim. But now you got the National Guard there. Oh, they ain't walking around like that now. They're not doing that now. They in the house now. Everybody in the house now. See, when you live in a suburb, they keep that edge quiet. Oh, yeah. I'm going to see if I can find this video of this lady. Because like I said, she was the one saying how she was like, everything's different now. Just being at home is just so different now. Let me see. Where is it at? Where is it at? I know it's in there somewhere. Oh, this lady right here. Oh, yeah, this lady right here. This lady right here. Hold on. I'm going to share this with y'all. And this is a good video, too. I like this video. I like this guy. He's the black a Righteous Perspective. He's a black guy called Righteous Perspective. This is this lady who lives in Memphis. Hold on. I'm going to back it up a little bit just to show y'all some. Because she said a lot. She said a lot.
Just hearing me and understanding me as an American citizen and a human being as to why I am extremely happy that the National Guard is here in Memphis. Now, just to give you a little context, again, I'm a lifelong Memphian. I'm also by way of Chicago as well, but I'm a lifelong Memphian. I stay in the Whitehaven area. I've been in the Whitehaven area practically my whole life. And I moved to a different part of Whitehaven. And yes, it is very dangerous.
I lived in Whitehaven too. I lived in Whitehaven.
5 years. So let me walk you down a little bit of.
I was in elementary school in Whitehaven.
In my area of Whitehaven, in my hood. First up, you got Ebony Littlejohn. As you can see by this posted, I was in my home for literally a year when one night I just happened to see SWAT and a whole bunch of other cars pull up in my neighborhood. I could not leave my home. I had to put all of my kids inside because this lady decides she wants to get drunk and kill her husband. This was literally right across the street.
This is crazy.
Let's move on. This happened in 2023, where Mavis Christian Jr. decides to want to go on a killing spree, ending it right around the corner from my house, killing his sister. I distinctly remember coming home from work and not being able to get on my block because there were so many police out there.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get to my home.
Let me start this.
They did make a left, and just happened this year. So prior to everything kicking off, as you can see someone running from the side of my house trying to steal my neighbor's bike. I've had burglaries that have happened, people that have stolen things from not only from my neighbor's home, but from my home as well. I can't speak for every street, but yes, I hear gunshots, and I hear gunshots all the time. So for those that feel a certain way about my comments on why I'm happy that the National Guard is here, baby, let me tell you something. I don't care. You haven't walked a mile in my shoes. You don't live in my neighborhoods. You don't know what I've experienced. Yes, this is a huge relief for me. One thing about my people, one thing about black people, is that we need to be accountable. Feds only show up when things are not happening. And for years, Memphis has been out of control. In the past 2 weeks, I've seen more fun in the city of Memphis than I have versus the 25 plus years I've been here. And that says a lot. And who's all responsible for it? The President of the United States. So again, yes. Thank you, Trump.
I lived in Whitehaven. I actually went to Garden View Elementary. That's in Whitehaven. I went to Winchester Elementary. That's in Whitehaven. And then after Winchester Elementary is how I ended up moving to North Memphis, like Millington, and going to Westside Elementary. I was way up there, up in Fraser. I was in Fraser going to Westside Elementary. Then I went to Westside High, then Fraser High. But the thing is that, like you said, that lady, man, for people to want their kids to be safe, it's like we're called Uncle Toms and races, reverse race, because we think that our kids should grow up like any other kid. Our kids should be able to walk down the street, go to the park, play a few games of basketball, and come back home with their basketball. Half the time, these kids walk down the street, get beat up, jump, come back with a bloody nose, missing a shoe, done got their shoes stolen, their phone is gone. All because we got certain people walking our streets that shouldn't be walking our streets. And it's wrong. They think it's wrong for us to say that those people should not be walking our streets. Why are they walking our streets, jumping on each other, jumping on our kids, doing stuff? Oh, you just an Uncle Tom. But if I video it and I put a video of it, I'm not an Uncle Tom. But if I say it, I'm an Uncle Tom. You see what I'm saying? This is what's so stupid about it. We have phones now to verify everything that we're saying as black people about the communities that we grew up in. We have phones now recording it. So you can't call a phone to Uncle Tom. The phone is telling the truth. We telling the truth. What you gonna do? Call your iPhone? My iPhone is an Uncle Tom phone, man. It's an uncle. It always saying bad shit about black people. No, it's always recording whatever it sees. If it showed differently, then it will record something different. If we saw differently, then we would say something different. But the only time we can even have a good, decent life, which is sad, is to get out of the hood. Imagine me living in the hood. I have lived in the hood before as an adult, because when I went back to St. Louis for a little bit, I went back to my old hood. And I lived in my old hood for about a year. I took my son with me to the old hood. We bought a basketball because we saw kids outside playing basketball with a soccer ball at the park, at Meacham Park. Me and my son went to Walmart. We bought a basketball. I got a magic marker. This is all on my Facebook page too. And I wrote Meacham Park Community Ball. And I left it at the park. That ball was gone within an hour. That ball was fucking gone in an hour. Just trying to be nice. And I went and I showed my son. I said, this is why it's hard to be nice in places I come from. He had never seen it. My son never knew where I came from. He never been where I came from. So when we left Vegas, I took him to where I come from. He always came from corporate offices. He came from nice lobster dinners and shit. That's where my son came from. So I said, I'm going to show you where I come from. We left Vegas, went to St. Louis, lived in the same neighborhood I grew up in, a block around the corner from where I grew up, where I was born. I was born on Meacham Street. We live one street over from Meacham Street. Well, 2 streets over from Meacham Street. So we live 2 streets over from Meacham Street. And I showed my son, this is the type of community I came from. Because he had to know, why are you the way you are, Dad? We'll go live there. We'll go live. And we lived there for an hour. I mean, we lived there for a year. Can't tell you how many things we saw, how many things we saw in that neighborhood. And he's a firm believer in my dad grew up rough, because I saw where my dad grew up. It was rough. He saw all of the kids sitting at the park, all the YNs sitting at the park. He saw everybody sitting on park benches all the time. He saw people on corners all times of the day and night. He saw all of that. He saw where I come from. So when he's like, damn, how you make it out of here? I'm like, fighting. That's it. You just got to fight to get out. You keep fighting. Somebody jump you, you jump them back. You fight, you fight. You get out. We wasn't shooting people back then. We just fight. And you get a reputation for standing up for yourself, and people stop messing with you after a while. Then you get out of the hood. You move out. Like I said, I went back, showed him where I was from. So now that everybody in my family, especially after him, when he says, hey, you know what? Your dad, your grandpa, trust me, he's funny as hell. Your grandpa be in his garage, but I know where your grandpa come from. Trust me. Your grandpa is funny because he can be. He didn't grow up like that. Your grandpa grew up knocking people out. He's funny now because he can be. He's relaxed now. He's comfortable. He got a pool in his backyard. He got dogs and shit at his house. Your grandpa can be comfortable now. He ain't in the hood no more. So once you get out of that hood and you start getting comfortable, you live, man, I leave my truck unlocked sometimes. I could walk out in the morning sometimes. My goddamn truck is wide open. Mirrors all out, truck wide. Man, I've left my key in the Jeep before. I've done so much shit, but this neighborhood ain't like that. I'm comfortable now. I'm cool now. I've slept with my front door wide open. I'll come in the house, lay down for a second, forget to lock the door, whole house wide open. Nobody run up my house or nothing like that because I don't live like that no more. I grew up like that, but I showed my son, you can get out. I've shown you the potential. I've shown you exactly, no rhetoric, no bullshit. I've shown you where I come from. And you wonder, how do we end up in nice resort level neighborhoods out in Vegas? How do we end up like that? It's called work, getting a job, putting your best foot forward, not going out being a victim and thinking, well, because I'm black. I said, well, because I'm black, I kind of stand out because I'm a smart black person. They don't assume that when I walk into the building, they're like, well, who's Jeff Watts? Which one of you guys is Jeff Watts? And they go, that guy over there. Wait a minute. We saw that dude on the motorcycle outside. That dude on the motorcycle. That's Jeff Watts. That's the accountant. Man, that's a nice ass bike you were sitting on out front. I was like, oh man, you know what? That's what I do, man. That's what I do. And they're like, damn, this dude, he's the one who does all the financial statements. He's got this shit. The bank account's looking good. Everything was good. We done paid off all the loans. Everything's great. That motherfucker's a smart ass kid from the hood. That's how you get out. You take your ass to school. You understand that you could be a benefit to society if you work with a certain job. You work with a certain company. You become a benefit. You move up through the ranks. You don't sit around all day saying, well, a man want to keep me down. No, you want to keep yourself down. When you stay on welfare on purpose, you trying to keep yourself down. When you actively don't go out and try to do better, you keep yourself down. How do you get out of the hood? You lift yourself up and you say, you know, I think I'm better than this. I think I'm better than this. I don't think I got to grow up with bullet holes going through my windows. I'm going to, grow up where somebody might steal my damn wheels when I wake up. And it be the people you know. It's people you know stealing your shit. You sitting there like, man, I got these brand new wheels, man. I got these nice ass rims. 2 weeks later, the motherfucker's off your car. You're like, dude, where my rims go? Somebody you knew took them. Somebody jealous of you took them, sold them, and they done bought them some wheels. Oh, man, I just ordered me some new wheels, too. Oh, man, somebody stole your wheels? Oh, that's horrible, dog. That's horrible, dog. And they the ones that stole them. Talking about oh, that's horrible, dog. They stole your shit and sold it so they can buy some wheels. Now, I come from hoods like that. That's why I don't trust nobody like that. As you see, there's probably every week, 2 people probably come to my house every week. 2 people. And usually it's the same people. It ain't even different. A lot of people don't know where I live for a reason. And it's not because I don't trust what they would do to my houses. I don't know who other people know. So unless I know you and some of the people you know, I might not fuck with you like that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just how I came up. So don't take it personal. Like, man, Jeff, you should trust me. You should let me come to your house. Man, fuck you. I don't know you. I don't even know the people around you. I don't even want to come to your house. I'll meet you out in public. I don't want to, because if something happens to your house, don't say, man, it's funny. Because as soon as I told Jeff where I live, my shit got stolen. It might be somebody you know stole your shit. I don't steal nothing. I didn't tell nobody where you live. So I don't even want to know where you live. I don't want to know shit about you. I'll meet you out. Because I don't want to be the one. Well, man, it's funny. Because as soon as I told Jeff something, man, my TV came up missing 2 days later. Motherfucker, I don't need your fucking TV. I don't even watch TV. The hell I need your TV for? It's like, no. I'm telling you, Jose, facts. You have to have apathy to get out of the hood. And you have to. And people look at it as being bad. Apathy is not bad. Apathy makes you a little bit stronger. You have too much empathy. You feel too sorry for somebody who don't even feel sorry for themselves. You feel too sorry for people who are not even trying to help themselves. That's not sympathy. You got to say, listen, if you ain't going to help yourself, get up and get yourself together. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't have no prayers for you. I don't have, well, God's going to bless you when I don't have none of that. You need to go bless yourself. Go get you a job. Try harder. Get 2 jobs. Do anything that can occupy your time all day other than nothing. If you got 2 jobs and you working 18 hours a day, at least that's 18 hours a day your ass ain't going backwards. That's 18 hours a day you moving forward. So if you got to get 2 jobs, knock yourself out. Yeah, in fact, I got cousins I don't even deal with like that. Exactly. And that's how I am, bro. And I'm one of those people, man. I'm honestly one of those people that believes that if somebody tells me they don't want to deal with me, like, Jeff, man, you cool? I don't want to deal with you. I don't hold it against them because I'm just like that. They might be from the same hood I'm from. They might be from the same type of hood where they don't trust people like that. They don't know me. Oh, Jeff, man, we would, man. But, man, hey, let us get back to you, though, Jeff. Let us get back to you. I'm like, all right, cool. I know I'm a good guy. I don't need them to think I'm a good guy. I know I'm a good guy. But they might be from the same hood that I'm from where they brought some people in and they got screwed over. They just don't want to bring me. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I understand it. So when I tell them I can't deal with them right now, they need to understand it. You're not on my team for a reason. It's not nothing that you did. You're not on my team because I know I'm from a hood there where people got on teams and people get stabbed in the back. They call them Judas. When you become a Judas, shit's a little different. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Judas in my life, especially coming from the hood. People act like they're happy for you. They clapping. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, congrats on the channel, bro. Oh, yeah, you're doing good on the channel, man. Oh, this motherfucker, man. What can we do to fuck his channel up? I don't even like his damn channel. What can we do to fuck his channel? Hey, man, you doing good, man. That last video was, man, that shit was hot, man. I like that video. That was cool. Man, I don't even like that fucking video. I don't agree with shit he's saying. What can we... I know what a Judas looks like. I've seen enough of them. I've seen them. That's why I don't fuck with them. I'm like, no, I'm cool. I don't even go after them. When you see a Judas and you feel one, you put that wall up. You let their ass come no closer than you already let them. That's far enough. You far enough. You ain't got to come no closer. But no, you cool. And you let them be exactly what they, because if they going to be a Judas to you, they don't do that shit to anybody else because they don't even know you. They just met you. The people that they know don't deal with them for a reason. I look at Dante and I look at Hannah and you don't see them in any videos with anybody they know. Not a single video with anybody they know. And they've been in Pontiac for how long? So you telling me you've been in Pontiac for that long. You've been living there for that long. And there's nobody you know that you can consider a friend. Not one person. You never hear. I talk to kids walking by the house. They be, hey, Mr. Jeff. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, my dad, he wants you to look at his Avalanche. He wants you to look at his Chevy. I'm like, hey, I'll drive around there and check it out later, bro. All right. Let them know I'll look at it tomorrow. Oh, I talk to people. My neighbors come up while I'm making videos half the damn time. Hey, man, can you do me a favor? Man, exactly. As soon as you have a dip, they be the happiest people in the world wanting to know all the bad stuff that happened to you. Yep. And that's why I'm like, you got to just... People who don't have others around them, it happens for a reason. It could be a personal reason. Like they don't trust themselves enough. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like how people are in relationships. Like we may not want to link with somebody and be in a relationship with somebody because we don't want to deal with the breakup. That's me. I'm that way. I love women, enjoy them. We have a good time. I laugh with women all the fucking time, but I don't want to deal with the breakup. I just don't like the bullshit. It's too much. If I can meet a woman who would just say, Jeff, you know what? It was cool. I'm like, all right, you right. But you don't get those kind of women. You get the kind of women, I'm going to come bust your motherfucking window if you don't answer your phone. That's the kind of women you end up running into. I'm like, I ain't got time for all that shit. I ain't got time to have the police at my house 2 days a week. What up, sir? What up, Joe? Yeah, and that's the thing. And it's kind of like that's how some people are with friends. They go, well, I don't want to have no friends because, I don't want a friend to screw me over. Especially women. Women, even some of the Lisa Ray, one of the most beautiful women you will ever see on this planet Earth. Lisa Ray. She has the worst luck with friends. Just the worst luck. Because she gets around people who are envious of her. Lisa Ray always finds people who are envious of her, and she lets these people in her circle. She lets them be like friends with them. She's like family with them, and they fuck her over every time. That's why Lisa Ray is so mean, because she's tired of being stepped on all the damn time. I get it. And there are people out there like that. They don't want to, deal with the friends that are just there to find out, how could we get in? How can I get in? How can I get in? So they get in, and then they play you like a fool. They play you every time. See, I wouldn't say I have friends. I can send them acquaintances. Although there are some people who I came through for in time of need. Exactly, accurate. And that's how I am. I have acquaintances, and I have really good acquaintances, you know, people that I've loaned money to, people have loaned money to me. Like my man Alex a long time ago, he loaned me $1,500. I gave it back to him. I said, here you go. I tried to even pay him interest. He said, no, don't pay me interest. I said, no, bro, let me give you interest. No, he said, save that, buy some bike parts, buy some Jeep parts. I'm trying to pay him, and he don't even want the extra money. I'm like, dude, you loan me $1,500, at least let me give you back $1,700 something. See, the one chick always talking about burning houses down. Exactly. I'm gonna come burn your house down. Oh, bro, I'm tearing these cookies up, man. I'm tearing these cookies up. Ooh, thanks for reminding me, because I got to put these cookies in bags in a second. Hold up for a second, because if I leave them out too long, oh, they're still nice and soft, but I'm gonna end up. I gotta put these cookies in a bag. I'm glad you said something. I'm sitting here doing this damn live stream. Forgot about my cookies. Hold up. So what I do with my cookies, I do 3 each in a Ziploc. 3 each go in a Ziploc bag. Here comes the dogs. And that way, when I want to get some cookies, I just grab 3 and I just take off. Here we go. Here we go. Scoot your butt back. Scoot your butt back. All right, that's 3. Yeah. This is what we got, buddy. Hold up. See, and this is how you can tell how nice they are. Look at that. The bottoms are like perfect. The bottoms, these are the tops. Those are the bottoms. They're like perfectly brown. I like, and I'm big on cookie bottoms. If a cookie has a dark bottom, I ain't touching it. It's burnt. It's burnt. I can't mess with it. So it's like, no, man, I'm not eating that shit. Yee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, dog? What up? Hold up. My dogs are behind me looking at me like, dude, drop one. Just drop one. No, I'm not dropping shit. I'm not dropping shit. So there we go. These are the drugs right here. These are the drugs. There we go. There we go. Appreciate you guys for giving me that time, because I totally forgot. Man. How much cookies going for? For real, man. Shoes, they ship those straight to my house. Say MicDrop could drop a live stream from anywhere. Hey, and this is what I tell folks, man. If you want to know like what kind of mic setup and everything I got, like I said, I run with a Shure mic. This is an MV7. A lot of people use the SM, and that's a little more expensive. The MV7 is pretty, I think it's okay. It don't have to be a super duper microphone. It's okay. So I just need a 3-pack. That's it. My actual mic stand is called a X-Tech. Now the X-Tech is, it's a boom mic. So it can come way over here, all the way back here. It can come low from the ground and come up. If you want to do it up, you can switch all of this stuff up, and you can actually have it to where it's up, like across like this, and it can come down, wait a minute, like this, and then up. There's so many different setups you can have with this microphone, so many different setups, and that's why I wanted this boom. And the boom attaches to any table end. So you can attach to it with a screw up under the bottom. You attach to a table end, and it's perfect. You can do a live stream from anywhere. It doesn't make a difference. And so as long as I got like a countertop, a table, a book, anything that I can sit it on, I can do it like this. What else is in your setup? Well, I think I did my whole setup in the membership group, but it's just basically I got a camera, like a little $30 camera mounted to the top of my laptop. It all plugs into my USB pod. I got a pod that's got 4 sockets for USB, because this microphone, the MV7, is one of the only USB microphones out there that operates this nicely. You download the software from Shure and you run it into your microphone. So you can do far, near, Zoom, boom, whatever. You can do bass, EQ to levels. So once you download the MV7 software into your laptop, you basically control the microphone and how this stuff comes out. So the boom itself was probably, I don't know, maybe like 40, 50 bucks. Who knows? This was like 200 bucks maybe. The pod where I can plug my USB stuff in, that's probably like 20 bucks. It don't really, have a lot to set up. You don't have to have an expensive setup. And I could run this microphone. I could run podcasts. I mean, you could basically pay for this equipment in your first month of podcasting and plus more. So don't think that, and I look at it as an investment. Don't look at it as, well, I don't want to spend money on it. I just want to do stuff cheap. Thank you, Cole, for joining and being a new member of the barbecue. Welcome to the barbecue, Cole. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Thank you, Cole. So you're always teaching something. I appreciate it. Because I believe, this is what I believe. I believe we're all on a timeline. We're all on a timeline, and there's infinite timelines right now. Infinite timelines out there. We live like in a 3D, 4D world. Infinite timelines in every direction. And if we teach other people things, it's almost like we're expanding our timelines like dimensionally like this. Because just think, if I know something, I'm linear, I'm going like this. I know something and I don't tell anybody, but I just keep doing things and I never tell anybody. So everybody witnesses me do things and I never tell anybody. But now let's say I tell somebody here and here. So now we got 3 people in 3 different timelines doing the exact same thing, knowing the exact same things. And now we're magnifying the witness. So now we expand that to 9 people. We expanded to 18. We expanded to 36. And you're expanding timelines. And it's almost like knowledge is becoming exponentially available the more you're willing to teach somebody. I've never withheld information. HC Picks was good. And Josh will tell you, I've never withheld information. I've sometimes hid information in the membership group away from the app engineers and things like that. But other than that, I'm always willing to teach somebody because I don't think there's nothing really to hide. There's nothing really to hide from people. You can protect anything you want to protect. Let's say I got a treasure and I want to protect my treasure. That's probably something I wouldn't put online. Let's say my kids were going to a school. I wouldn't tell anybody what school my kids went to, because what if somebody hated me so much online for my opinion about anything, they decided to tell somebody else, well, I know his kids go to school over here, and they would do something stupid. Or I know the kids. That's the thing. So you want to protect your kids by not putting your kids, and people say, well, why you hiding what school your kids go to? Why you hiding it? Why you keeping it secret? Because you want to protect your children, idiot. I don't know who all you people are online. You might have somebody who hates. Thank you, brother Josh. One membership group, the membership group pays for itself. One video is worth years of info. Thank you, brother. And that's why I protect, certain people, and you don't always put all your information out there, because you don't know who's a receiver of that information. I may say, I only want people on my channel to get it. Somebody from another channel might come, not even subscribe, just look at the information, extract the information, take it somewhere else, and now they can do whatever they want to do with it. They can harm us with that information, or they can help us with that information. So you got to make sure whatever information you put out there, you thought it through, and you said, I'm not putting that information out there because I don't know these people. They may harm us. And so, hold up. Whoops. That thing. And so they may harm us. I don't want to put that information out there. And I'm quick to look at protecting somebody versus saying, protect yourself. I'll put your information out there, protect yourself. And it's the same in relationships. I don't know why my camera keeps doing this. Hold up. I don't know why, like it's moving this way or something like that. I don't know what it's doing. It's like moving. I don't get it. But you don't want to, like, let's say women out there, let's say Cole, let's say you dated this man, and all of a sudden, so you met this guy, you guys are doing okay. You've been together for a week, 2 weeks, whatever, this and that. You haven't said anything about him. You've not said anything about him to anybody, because you want to make sure before you start putting all of this in your social media, you don't have to go through and delete it out of your social media. So you're just checking this person out. You're making sure they're good, That camera is killing me. So you're just making sure it's good and everything. So now that you're at a point where you think, it's official, at least if somebody DMs you or whatever, you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm seeing somebody. Oh, my bad, I didn't see it on your page. Yeah, you won't see it on my page. I'm telling you straight up, I'm seeing somebody right now, just because I don't want to mess. I don't want to lie to you because you don't see it on my page. And now the guy I'm seeing that I'm trying to take care of, all of a sudden, he finds out I'm DMing somebody because I ain't said shit. And now what I was working on has now collapsed and imploded. So it's always up to an adult to, even if you don't put that information out there to everybody, at least let anybody who's trying to infringe on that be honest with it just right off the bat. So Cole would be like, listen, hey, Cole, girl, I see you, whatever, this and that. Yeah, I'm actually seeing somebody. Oh, I know you were seeing somebody. So, oh, no, I don't put it out there because right now we're just working on something. We're building something. Oh, sorry about that. Well, shit, can I still go out with you? That's when you block that person, because it's a disrespect at that point, because you already told them, I'm already seeing somebody. I'm at that point. Okay, I just didn't want to put it out there. All right, and if they, oh, sorry about that. You know what? Good luck to you guys. Hope you guys work out. You know, he's got a great woman, this and that. Oh, thank you so much. And the dude just leaves it alone. That's how adults have adult relationships in the internet era now. But a lot of people want to be at a point where they think that you should be one who tells everybody everything, and they'll use that information against you one day. Oh, heard her man work at UPS, dog. Oh yeah, what UPS he work at? Probably one in their town. Hey, my boy work at that. So he's gonna contact. Hey man, do you know a dude named Philip at UPS? Yeah, I know Philip. Oh yeah, well what's Philip do? Oh well, Philip this and that. Oh yeah, I saw that girl up here. And they start researching and investigating and playing with your life behind your back and shit. And it's like, why would you go behind somebody's back and start investigating them and researching them? And like, why would you do that? Oh, because I just wanted to know. Nosy ass people. They just want to know because they want to try some shady shit one day. That's all that is. So 7.5 years, my lady and me never have made our relationship known on social media. And that's why you made it 7.5 years, Josh. That's why. The reason why most people fail is because they make their relationship a community project. They 2 weeks together, they all over each other's social media page. The moment they break up, they got to clean all that shit up. I mean, look at Dante's channel. How many videos that dude had to hide, delete, make private, block, because in all of his content, look who he had in all of his content. His damn exes all through his content. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, so, and that's what he did. He had all his exes in all of his content. And that's why I tell people, if you're going to do social media as a business, make sure you keep your business and your pleasure separate. And if you want to do a separate social media with your family, do a family social media, but your business social media should always be your business social media. Like, let's say I ended up meeting a woman. I wouldn't have her on MicDrop content all the fucking time, because if we split, I got to get that off my business media. I'd probably have her on another page. Like I got a page for my dogs. I could have her on that fucking page. That's not monetized. It'll never be. It's just a fun page to be on. But it's like, okay, she ain't gonna feel like she's hidden, but at least, you know, she's not a part of the business that I'm doing. But too many people out there, they think, well, I want my girl involved in my business. You probably don't, because what if shit ends and all of a sudden you've got to somehow clean that all up? You don't want to do that. And as adults, we know, because we've seen a lot in our life. If I was 16, of course I'd have the fairy tale. We're gonna be together forever. Nothing's ever coming between us. Not even summer camp. Yeah. As you get older, you realize, fuck summer camp. It's shit way worse than summer camp. So you like, you know what? We're going to do shit the smart way. You have your business. I got my business, and we're a family. All right, bet. So I'm doing tires. I'm doing transmissions. I'm doing this and that. You doing, you know, whatever you do. And that's your business and all that. You don't got to intersect that shit, because then if things collapse, at least our businesses can still function and we didn't ruin each other's futures. The last thing you want to do is link too deep, and now all of a sudden you're linked to the point where you got to ruin each other's future, and you're always linked in. And that's where I think, you know, Dante made his biggest mistake, trying to make his family channel. I made a family channel. Don't make a family channel with a complete stranger. Hannah is a complete stranger. Her whole family even said you were a stranger and you're not around. They told this man, well, you know, we don't know you that well. You know, you ain't ever around, you know. And what did he do? Doing his family content channel with a complete stranger. Dude is 2 weeks into a relationship with this girl. Yeah, she moving in with me. But at the same time, you were making content saying you were having exes come stand with you. And you was talking about having some girl on the couch and on the floor and all over the bed, and in the same time frame. And now you got this girl living with you saying, yeah, we're going to make family content. The shit was making no sense to an average person. We're like, dude, this shit is trash. This is just trashy content. In the same time frame. I mean, the same dates. You can look at the comments on these videos. Same date range that he's getting with Hannah. He's doing all this Facebook DM shit. All, yeah, I'm gonna have her come over, you know, she gonna want me and this girl there, and I had this girl on the floor and I had this girl on the bed and on the couch, and I'm looking at this shit like, this dude is just like, what are you doing? And this is why you don't put your business content and your private life all in the same bucket. Because now you got to delete all that shit or look like an idiot to the family of the person that you now claim as your family member, Hannah now. Her whole family is looking at your content like, bro, this is the same week you got with Hannah. And you saying this in the same week? Man, you trash for that, bro. You trash for that. Oh, well, I didn't know back then that we were going to. Well, 2 weeks you moved her in. 2 weeks ago, you moved her in. Oh, yeah, Cole, I did a whole review. I did an audit on that. And look at some of the Hannah videos, like Hannah should have saw the signs in different videos. Man, this dude, he was literally talking to other girls on Facebook and DMs and everything else while he was talking to Hannah at the same time. And I mean, it was the same. You look at some of the dates in the comments, they're like a week apart, few days apart. And I'm like, okay, so I know that the moment you moved her in is not the day you met her. So it was some weeks led up to that point. So there were conversations in between there that Hannah didn't know you was having with people on Facebook. And he didn't even make it public, probably. Didn't even public. And I'm like, man, that shit. Dante's titles be like, this is the real me. Yeah, because he's shown the fake me for how long now? Yeah. But that's why I said, you gotta vet who you're messing with. You gotta make sure that the person that you actually saying, I'm gonna be in a relationship with you, I'm gonna do something with you, ain't making you look like an idiot on the back end. Because to me, Dante makes Hannah look like stupid. To me, she's an idiot because she didn't even take 2 minutes to go through this man's content. If she'd have went through his content at that time, she'd have been like, you know what? You a little extra, dog. You extra. If you really made this video, you dropped this video a week ago talking about having this girl on the couch and all on the bed and all on this and all on, and now you're talking about me moving up in your house. It's like, dude, who the hell you think you are? Because he needed help with his bills. Because that's when he put that video out. Oh, girlfriend moving in, helping 50-50 with the bills. He was talking about Hannah. Girlfriend moving in, 50-50 with the bills. I'm like, man. Yeah, if I can't picture myself marrying a woman, I don't even date. Josh, man. And that's, like I said, when he was making all that content back then, I think he was doing it because he didn't want nothing but content. That was it. He was making everybody look stupid in his content. Hannah, she had diabetes, but she always eating chips in the background. Exactly. And that's the thing. So he was just doing it to make content. And I'm like, why would you make people look stupid just for the sake of content? Like now, everybody like me, because I've audited and reviewed everything, I think everybody in this whole circle is just fake and phony. They're not to be taken seriously. Like, I don't really feel that auditing the rest of his videos, even looking at the rest of his videos, is even that important. Like, I see him on other people's channels when they're reviewing it or auditing it, like Chatty Patty talks about it all the time. I just laugh at the videos because they have nothing. He's repeating everything. He has no nutritional value on his channel. There's zero nutritional value. Just, you can't eat anything off of his channel. It's just you watching him do dumb shit and he's calling it content. And the enablers on his channel is like, well, it's working. It's working. And I'm like, working for what? Like, no, working. Dude get like 4,000 or 5,000 views with 75,000 subs. That's not called it's working. His content, it flatlines. And I know that because I got some of his content on my channel. I got and this is what I try to show people. When I say flatlines, this is what I mean. Because I don't really know if people on his channel are watching or not. I don't know. But I'm going to show you what it means to have content that keeps growing. It's like evergreen. It is nurtured. You drop it and it keeps growing. I'll show you what it looks like. Because a lot of the content that he dropped, it don't look like that. Wait a minute. Okay, here we are. Playlist right here. Oh, where is this shit at? All right, I think we're in here. We're in here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, here we go right here. Videos. All right, I'll show you. I'm going to show you right now what it looks like. They share a screen. I'm going to keep sharing screen. I'm going to show you what it looks like to make videos that never stop growing. They will always grow. These are videos on my channel right here that a lot of the people on Dante's channel watch because I make videos for people with a higher IQ, people that are doing something different with their life. So if you look, like you see this right here, this is going straight up, and I'll see if I can open it up. If you can see, the video starts here and it keeps going up. It never flatlines. It's always going up. Even in the past, it's got 303 views, and I put this out in 2022. So it's always going up. It's never going down. It never flatlines. It's always going up. I'll show you another one. Let me see if I can find another one. This one might do the same thing. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't really looked at most of these analytics. Yeah, this is another one. It goes like this and it just takes off like a rocket, and it always goes up. It never flatlines. It always goes up. So this video has 95,000 views, and it's always going to get more views. I mean, it's 83% in YouTube search. So this is one of the highest search videos that I've got. It's 83% on YouTube search. So people are searching for how to adjust this radio, and it's gotten tons of views on it. Now, let me see. There's another one I got in here too. Oh, go backwards. This one, this is actually a ride share one right here. So this one is actually ride share. And so this video's made me about $1,200, but it goes up and it flatlines a little bit, then it spikes up, but it's always going up. Like, it never backs down. It always just keeps going higher and higher and higher. It never goes backwards, or it never goes straight across and it flatlines. It's always going up. So it should have, for a video like this, it should have 860 views. Typical. It should have 860 views. It's got 68,397. It should only have 860 based on YouTube analytics, and it's got 68,000. Because when I make certain videos, they grow forever. Now I'm going to show you a Dante video. Let me show you like a Dante video, and I'll just pull up any one. I'll just go to this one. Let's see this one. We'll go to analytics. So you can see what I mean. You see how it goes up and then it just goes straight across. That video was dead. It's basically a dead Dante video. It's gotten 5 views in the last 48 hours. My videos get 303 views in the last 40, and my videos are 303 views in the last 48. This video gets 5 views in the last 48. And so when people say, oh yeah, Dante videos, I'm like, I don't think you understand what evergreen video is, and how Dante's videos, they only spike when I drop it, but then nobody comes back and looks for it. It just goes across. Like, this video should have 2,000 views. It should have 2,000. It's at 2,400. So I'm 400 views above. My video should have 860, but it's at 68,000. You see how the difference is? I should have 860 views, but I got 68,000. The Dante video should have 2,000. It's at 2,400. So typically it's a flat video. This is how his videos are. And when you look on YouTube search, it's nowhere over here. It's just in browse features, other YouTube features, and playlists. You don't see YouTube search over here. Nobody finds Dante's videos on my channel through YouTube search. They're dead videos. And this is why I say, when you start going through, I'll show you another one just so you don't think that's like, okay, let's show this one here. Let's just open up. I'm just opening up random ones now because I want to show you what it looks like to have a skyrocketing video. This is another flat one. It's gotten 3 views in the last 48 hours. 3. It should be at 3,000 views, but it's at 1,900 views. So, and it goes up when I first drop it, then it just tapers off. Like, nobody on the internet is interested in it. Nobody on the internet is interested in Dante London. Nobody is. 3 views in the last 48 hours. And so I show that for the people that's coming from his channel that think, oh, well, your videos don't go nowhere unless it's Dante videos. I'm like, no, not true. I'll go into one of my BMW videos. I'm gonna go find the brake one or something like that. Here's one for tires. This is one for tires right here. Let's look at this one for tires. You see how it just goes straight up and it never comes back down, just keeps going up and it never levels off. It should have 1,800 views. It's got 10,900. It should only have 1,800. I got 10,900. It's got 26 views in the last 2 days. People are looking at tires for their BMW. 26 views. YouTube search is at 80%. See, Dante videos never show YouTube search and the traffic source. All my videos are coming from YouTube search. So when people go through YouTube search, higher IQ people who are looking to fix their cars, work on their cars, do stuff on their cars, that's where my true videos are. The people who are looking at Dante videos on my channel that are complaining, saying, oh, well, you know, your videos would suck if not for Dante's videos. The reason why you say that is because you don't look for higher IQ videos. You're not looking for videos that are informative content and have actual value. You're looking for gossip content. Dante's content is gossip. It pops when you drop it and it flattens the rest of the way. It's done. It pops when you drop it and it flattens. Dante content doesn't skyrocket like this. It doesn't go like this. It goes this and straight across. It's dead. And that's why I say Dante's video is dead content, especially on my channel. If I'm only getting 3 views in 48 hours on that video, I could delete the video now. It's dead. I could delete the whole damn dumpster documentary because I'm not getting any plays out of it. And my channel will still survive in the way it's surviving. I still have content that actually pays me on my video. His videos don't do like that. But I wanted to show people that because they were wondering what they were saying, especially on other people's channel. Well, MicDrop, he only get money off of Dante videos. He don't got no other content. No, I don't have content that's at your level of intellect. My content is of higher level. It talks about valve bodies and transmissions. It talks about how to get fitment of tires on an 8.5 inch rim, stock rim. How wide can you go? What profile can you use? What offset do you need to go? You got profile, you got offset, you got a lot of shit going on with these. You got width of the rim. It's a higher IQ video. It's not Dante riding around with the camera up his fucking nose eating ice cream. That's a lower IQ video. So when you get into the higher IQ video and you got people who on other channels complaining about my content, well, he ain't got no other content. No, correct it. I have no low IQ content that you're interested in. You're only interested in the low IQ Dante. The higher IQ content is for people who are in shops. Like I'll pull up one of my BMW videos. This is the one where the shop techs use this one. And this is a crazy video because nobody's done this video yet. You can look all over YouTube. Trust me. You can look everywhere on YouTube. You're not going to find this video other than on my channel because the 2019s are still under warranty for some people. Now, let me see something. Thermostat. Let's see something. Here we go. Yeah. But this video, the only reason, and it's one of the only videos that are on YouTube. Whoops. Didn't mean that. Let's go this way. It's only one of the only videos because people are still taking their BMWs in for a warranty right now. But this is the video right here. So as you can see, it does the same thing. It's not a Dante video. It starts and then it starts climbing and it never tapers off. It's going to always keep going up. In the past 2 days, 68 people looked up this video. 27.9% come from YouTube search. 61.8 come from external. External is Google. People go to Google to find out, how do I change out this? This is an 8-hour job. The video is 54 minutes long, 8-hour job. 57 people subscribed off that. And they were like, how in the hell can I get this thermostat out of this car? It's a very complicated video. It's an 8-hour job. People from Dante's world won't be looking at a video like this. Like, this is basically what it is. That's the part number. Like I was putting part numbers in there. Like, okay, this is the part number you're going to look for. So I'm going to go to where like the meat of everything is. So I'm in my engine bay right now. Let me see that. Whoops, hold up.
I got to get that hose.
There you go.
Apart.
There you go, right here.
And the one at the top over here.
So this is basically the video here.
But I'll show you those when I'm taking those off. Okay, now this top hose.
So this is me showing people how to work on cars.
You gotta kind of get that pulled up, then pop that out. I'm not even gonna touch that because I don't think I have to. I think I can work it out. But back here, you've got a couple of harnesses you've got to unsnap on the back end that's holding this wiring loom right here on there. So once we get that free, there's like
then you got
I got my small screwdriver.
This is me going through the intake and everything here.
Disconnecting, and I think that's it. So you got the bolts, the wiring harness, this little silver clip off the little white. But this is definitely all that stop leak. This is where it was coming through right here.
And that's me just examining the parts when I took the So basically, that video was a BMW video. I did an 8-hour job on my BMW replacing the thermostat. People don't do that. So because the 2019s are still under warranty. So my video is one of the only ones on YouTube, which is why it's got, 70, 80% on Google. When you go to Google and type it in, because nobody can find it on YouTube, 27% or 20% are on YouTube, find it, because that's where it's coming from. But people are going to Google saying how to change the thermostat in a BMW. And let me show you. Because you guys were 2.5 hours in this, I'm going to show you how my videos get found on Google and not on YouTube, which is why my videos do so well. And people go, well, damn, man, how are your videos all doing so well? And like I said, this is when I had like 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 subs, stuff like that. The videos are going to always do well because they're evergreen videos. For two, my videos are Google searchable. When you make a Google searchable video, it opens up the doors for everything. And let me do something real quick. I'm going to show you like this. I'm going to show you how you can make your videos Google searchable. Pay attention to what I'm about to show you guys. A lot of people won't show you this because they're just haters. I think they hate to see you succeed. People are going to hate to see you succeed. I'm going to help you. If you have a YouTube channel, I'm going to only show this one by itself. I'm going to remove myself from the screen. At the stage. Okay, so I'm going to pull myself back in the studio. I'm going to get rid of this. Now, remember, I just copied my video link. I'm going to show you how I know where in Google my search is going to find up. Where it's going to sign up. Okay, hold up for a second. Pause. Come on, thing. Okay. Dang it. Come on. Pause. All right. So I paused it right now and I'm going to show you, because like I said, a lot of people aren't going to show you this because they don't want to see you win on YouTube. You're going to win on YouTube the smart way. I got videos 2, 3, 4 years old, still racking up views every day, going up every day. 2, 3, 4-year-old videos getting 300-400 views every couple of days. So in 10 days, that video is going to go up another 3,000 views. Every 10 days, that video goes, and I got tons of videos like that. The same video, I never have to redo it again. Every 10 days, I'm getting an extra 3,000 views, extra 1,600 views, extra 2,000 views every 10 days. And it's going to be like that forever because of this. Let me show you what I just did. So I go window, here, share. Okay, let me go in here. I'm going to show you guys. StreamYard. Okay, so now I'm in StreamYard right now. I'm going to take myself out. Let me remove from. to stage. There we go. Yeah. Come on, thing, pop up. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know why it's doing like that. It's not showing me like big right now. Maybe that. Nope. Exit. Why is it showing me so small in the corner? There we go. All right, now we back. Okay. What's up, Michelle? So that's basically how, if you got a YouTube channel, make sure when you go into your, I know it. I was trying to find myself. I was like, where am I in here? Wait, when I left the stage, there was no audio. Maybe it was going. Did you hear me talk about Google or something like that? Oh, I probably didn't because it was in another screen. Damn it. Whatever. Well, what happened in that screen was I shouldn't have left the stage. What happened in that screen was I was saying that all of those tags I was doing, just visual, no audio. Okay. Because I left the stage to make it bigger. And when I leave the stage, it takes my audio out and everything. All right, I see. But what I was saying about that screen was I have to go through Google and I can't do it through Microsoft Edge. So that's why I had to open up Google. So when I open up Google, it shows me all of my search tags that I put when you saw me in Microsoft Edge and Studio and I put all those tags in there. It showed all those tags on my Google side. And it showed BMWs at 1.5 million. Car was at 1.5 million. So all of my stuff was on there on Google side. It's not on Microsoft Edge side. It's on Google side, which is how people find my videos. So the whole side panel was every tag that I put in there. And then all the tags you put in at the very top, it tells you when I was showing you the numbers that 80 out of 100, it shows you that's the maximum you can have for that video because video length was 0 because I can't adjust the video length. Once I drop the video, it's what it is. That's what it is. But everything else I could adjust. The title, the descriptions, the tags, the number of tags, all of this stuff. I can adjust all of that. If your numbers aren't 10 out of 10 or 20 out of 20, you have to go back and adjust it in your YouTube Studio. You adjust it in YouTube Studio, you bounce back to Google, you see if it went from 5 up to 10. It could say 5 out of 10, you do your adjustment, it goes up to 10 out of 10. It can say 6 out of 10, you do your adjustments, it goes up to 10 out of 10. So it's like, hey, there you go, man. And that's how you do it. This is, do you find you get lost on all YouTube because you have some videos on car repair, some on ride share, and some on your current stuff? No, I don't think so. I think it actually helps because and honestly, Josh, I'm glad you said that because there's a video in my membership group that shows I made more last month on YouTube than, was it August? I don't know what, than any other month. And I had more genres on my channel that month than any other month. So normally I run 2 genres. I run rideshare and mechanic work. When I do rideshare, mechanic work, and other things, my money goes up because my channel is found in search. So 3 to 4 genres paid me more than any other month that I ever been on YouTube because I was doing Dante content. I had all my rideshare stuff going. I had my my repair. I was still dropping repairs because I was doing repairs at the house. So I made more money by running 3 genres than by running 1 or 2 genres. So the more genres that I add, because I know where to tag everything on Google, and people are finding me through Google. When people open up their phone, they normally don't search on YouTube. They go search on Google. And guess what happens? Bam, I pop up. They go, oh shit. I'm gonna see if I can, let me see something. I'm gonna see if I can find this on Google real quick. I'm gonna go replace 2019 BMW 330i thermostat. Let's see something. So I just typed that in. And guess what? Hold up. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm not gonna disappear off the screen this time. Let me see. Share screen, window, here, share. Okay, I'm not disappearing off the screen this time so you guys can see me now. Okay, so now you can see. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me now? He said, well, straight cooking content. So I typed in exactly up top. I typed in replace 2019 BMW 330i thermostat. This dude, he said he did his on April the 25th, April the 4th, 2025. I did mine November the 28th, 2023. I'm number 2 because he dropped his last. And another dude dropped his June the 12th, 2025. So he's got the B46. I got the G20. And this is an X3. That was 3 weeks ago. So I'm number 2 in Google search. When you go to Google search, I'm number 2. So this dude here is DIY. He's got BMW 330i thermostat, heat management replacement. And I'm going to see how many views he's got. Let's see some. I'm going to open up his real quick. So he's got 13,000 views 6 months ago, which is good. That's really, really good. Now, he's on his optimization score is only a 51 out of 100 though. So he's a 51 out of 100 because of this. His video quality is 10 out of 10. Length is 0 out of 20 because it's over an hour. Broad matching title, 20 out of 20. Broad matching description, 10 out of 10. Exact matching title and exact matching description, he's got zeros. And he also has 6 out of 10 on his characters, 5 out of 10 for total tag. So he's at a 51 over 100. He's at a 51 over 100 if you can see down here. He's 51 over 100 with a score of 51%. So I'm going to go back and we'll look at mine and we can see what all my numbers are for the exact same video. Well, not the exact same, but I'm 54 minutes, but my score is, let's let it go. Okay. Come on, thing. Quit screwing around. Keep going. There we go. Now I'm 80 out of 100. So I've got 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, all the way down. Video length, 0 out of 20. You can't mess with that. So usually video quality and video length are the two things you can't mess with. Now, can I overtake him in the search? His video is the last one to drop. So because his is the last one to drop, I'm going to have not as many views as he's got because he just dropped. I dropped mine a year ago. He just dropped his like earlier this year. So, and right here it says 20,000 views there. Let me see if I can go to edit video. So when you go to edit video, and I'm going to look in his real quick. I'm going to look in here, analytics. See, it says 20,000 on the front, 20.9 on the back. Okay, so that's not bad. He dropped and I get 71 views. That's average about 30 a day. So what I have to do is I have to go through my details and I can do, instead of replace, I can just do 2019 330i G20 thermostat heat management module replacement. I could do like that. And now it gives me the option to save. See, it says save. So it says, okay, it's different. You can save it. All right. So we hit save. And now it should show up differently in the search engine if I ever have to go back to it for something. So wait a minute. Let me see something real quick. Let me hit play. I'm still in Google right now. I'm still in Google. So let's see if it changed my 80 score. If it dropped my 80 score, then I'm going to go back to what I had at first. But it should stay at 80. Let's go. Nope, it's still the same 80. So I'm still at 80. So it didn't do anything to my score. That's it. It just put 2019 in the beginning. That's all, instead of replace. So it's actually, now it looks almost like it's, I don't know how to get back to that search. I don't know how to go there. Whatever. I can't go back. I can't go back now. Yeah. All Tesla full. Oh yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Yeah. And so that video just showed exactly like how there's not a lot of videos like ours that are out there. So getting yourself ranked in Google is very important. Getting yourself ranked on YouTube is not as important because only people on YouTube will search for you on YouTube. But people who are on Facebook, they use Google to search. People on TikTok use Google to search. People on IG, they use Google to search. Usually they won't go to YouTube just to search for something. So you want all your stuff to be searchable inside of Google. That's it. If you can search for it in Google, you're good to go. You've got to search for it in Google. Oh, hold up for a second. Okay, there we go. I don't know. Why did the comments stop? The comments aren't there. Let me go show. New comments. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're back in the business. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I like to show people the back end. A lot of YouTubers won't show you the back end of studio. Studio is a full-time job. Honestly, studio is a full-time job because when I go through my videos, I go through videos on Google. I don't really go on YouTube to look up my videos. That's why the Dante videos are dead. Nobody goes to Google to look up Dante. So all my videos that are Google searchable are always going to go up forever because people are using Google to find all my videos. They're always going to make money, always go. And the more I drop, the more I make. So it'll just keep going up, keep going up. Those are my retirement videos. I actually got to work on a Volvo sitting in my driveway right now. Plus I got a Nissan Titan coming in Friday. So the Nissan Titan will be on my channel. I could do the Volvo today and show everybody how to do the Volvo headlights, but the Nissan Titan will be in Friday. I got to order the parts in, get all that, and I'll start working on the Nissan Titan next week. But those videos will be the same way. That once I work on them, they'll start going up. The Dante content, it's not Google searchable, so it's only YouTube searchable, so it goes up and just flattens out. If people ain't on YouTube watching it, it's dead content. That's the only thing about his content. If you want to just stick with doing it, it's for short-term gain, not long-term gain. Because at some point, those videos going to have zeros on them. Nobody's going to watch them. And it's like, I just got to keep doing my mechanic content. My mechanic content is what actually works. It what pays best. It keeps money going. That Dante content is funny. We laugh, we joke, we have a good time with it, but it's not sustainable content. And that's why I put it all as its own playlist. Because I could put all of that Dante shit in one playlist, and when it's completely dead, I could just make the playlist private. Because that'll happen one day. It'll be dead content. Like nobody will be looking at that shit no more. And you just hit private. And now my channel is all my channel now. I don't have to worry about no Dante shit on my channel because it's all dead content. And if people want to search for it and look for it, they'll find it on other people's channels, not on mine. Because mine will still have my content that's always going up. So it's a way to go through studio and a way to cater your channel so you won't have content that you don't want forever sitting on it. You can hide it away somewhere. You can put it in one playlist, hide that shit away when you're done with it, and your other content still stays on your channel. And that's kind of how I do mine. But hey, we're at 2 hours and 44 minutes. I appreciate you guys for coming through today. Cray, I appreciate Cray with dropping the super chats in. Jeff Boyardee making cookies. My man Jose came through saying, hey, he came through with a little kicking a little knowledge. Say, so true, my brother. They don't want us to get any money. He dropped through with that. Then Cole came through with the membership. Thank you, Miss Cole, for becoming a member of the MicDrop Barbecue Grill Gang. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Truly. Because like I said, and most of the videos that I'm on, like I said, I got a few videos actually in my content that talks about YouTube and why going viral is bad, why you need evergreen content, because evergreen content is content that you won't have to ever worry about. It's going to always do what it'll do because it's Google searchable. Make anything. I tell you what, today, do me a favor. This is your homework today. Anybody out there want to start content? Because like I said, even my candle content right now, it's getting into the search engine. Once it's in the search engine, these ladies are getting 1 million views on their candle content. Million. So they're getting like 1 million views on candle content. They're out there, 600,000 views on candle content. That candle content is crazy. So if you go to Google and you start typing in candle stuff, eventually I should show up in the search engine if I get my SEO optimization right. So, if you want to do some type of content, first thing you do, go to Google, type something in that you think you're interested in, see what videos pop up. When those videos pop up, say, oh, I could do that. I actually do that stuff. I didn't know that was searchable through. Go through, search for it, grab it, make content on it. Thank you, Sosa Corkback, for becoming a new member. The barbecue, that's what's up. The visionary crew. And like I said, go in Google and you'll see it. You'll see something going, oh man, I actually do that like every Wednesday. I'm going to record it. I'm going to make a title for it. I'm going to put it in. Before you know it, you're in Google search. You're not on YouTube search, but you're in Google search. YouTube search is okay. It's nothing wrong with being on YouTube search. But once you find yourself in Google search, that's when you know you're making it somewhere. Because right now I'm number 2 in Google search for the heat module. If you go look for a heat module, a 2019 heat module, I'm number 2 in Google search. And Google search is worldwide. So you want to be number 2 on Google search for a worldwide search engine. You don't want to be on YouTube. It's cool to be on YouTube search, but you're looking to be on Google search. That's where you want to be. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the super chat, my man. Thank you for what you keep doing. Man, I appreciate that, man. And like I said, Josh, I try to help. And you got the Tesla, brother. What you do is go to Google and type in what you want to know about Tesla, a Tesla walkthrough, Tesla anything. Find out what it is. See what the title is and make sure you got the same elements in that title. You don't have to copy their title word for word because you want to make sure you are above them in search. But get some of the elements of their title. It might be Tesla walkthrough by a owner. And theirs might be Tesla walkthrough, and that's it. You put Tesla walkthrough by an owner, or you could put 2025 Tesla walkthrough by an owner. You could do anything like that. Tesla Model S walkthrough. You can do whatever. But go to Google search. Don't go to YouTube search because that's only for people on YouTube who search on YouTube. You want to go to where everybody around the world, people in shops using, Microsoft Edge, people on Facebook, people on, Twitter, they're going to go to Google first. Make sure everything's Google searchable and work your way up from there. YouTube is its own world. It's its own. When you go to Facebook and you search for something on Facebook, it's going to bring up Facebook stuff. You go to Instagram, you type in stuff in Instagram search, it's going to bring up Instagram stuff. You go to YouTube, it's going to bring up YouTube stuff. Go to Google. It brings up everything. Make sure you're Google search, man. That's the key to it. Make sure you're Google search because that's going to get you the most traction on the videos that matter the most. That's it. So yeah, brother. I love hearing this. No one on YouTube is giving out that free info on how to grow your channel. I'm telling you, Josh, people are scared. I'm like, there's 8 billion people on this planet. We shouldn't be scared that if somebody else is going to make a channel. What are we scared of? It's all searchable all across the globe. 8 billion people can search for the same thing today. They're going to find all of us, not just some of us. They're going to see all of us. So I don't mind giving out information and telling people, if you really want to get involved in YouTube, get involved in the SEO, get involved in the back end of it, not just making a video. So I just want to be famous. I just want to go viral. No. You want to first get into the search engine so the algorithm grabs your content, and it's going to always go. Once you're in the algorithm, it's going to be like this forever. You're in the algorithm now. You're taking off. When you drop out of the algorithm, it's going to go flat. And that's all my Dante content. It's flat. It's not in the algorithm no more. It's done. It's 0 views, 1 view in 48 hours, 3 views in 48 hours. It's done. It's flat. The only people looking for it are the people on YouTube. Get something with that Tesla and skyrocket that shit. Be in there right up the man. You can do it, brother. You can do it. This is one of my private clients, is a big time TikToker, and he gives out free game on how to grow your TikTok. Enough money out there for everyone. Exactly. And I want to see people eat, man. When y'all come to my channel, I really want to see people not just watch my content, but really think about it and be like, you know what? Why am I not getting an extra $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month? Why am I not getting that? It's like, all I got to do is just record my car, do a walkthrough of it. And then I could do a walkthrough of another car that looks just like it. Say, hey, I did a Model 3 walkthrough. Go to a dealership, get a different one. Say, hey, let me do it. Take it for a test drive. Do a walkthrough of it. So now you got 3 or 4 different Tesla walkthroughs on your channel when you only one. You own one Tesla, but you've got walkthroughs of 3 or 4 different ones, different models. And people might say, man, I'm gonna keep coming to his channel because he's got a walkthrough of every Tesla, man. He keeps walking through all these new Teslas out. And it's like, man, I love this channel. His channel's crazy. And next thing you know, it's like, bam. You're like, Jeff, dude, I got 150,000 subscribers. I'm making $6,000 a month just doing Tesla walkthroughs. I'm like, well, shit, there you go. That's what's up. It's like, can't hate on that shit. Like, you doing it, brother. You doing it. Man, so Jeff, that's what I like about you. Help us out so we can all eat. Bring meat, not just size of your barbecue. Barbecue. I'm telling you. And that's what it is, though. That's what it is, man. It's like, I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Because I want to make sure people get more out of this channel than, somebody sitting around with a camera up their nostril going, well, if you rock with me, come watch my content. If you rock with me, if you rock, I want you to come here and feel like, you know what? I think I'm going to try to make a channel, bro. And it's going to start out slow. It's going to start out real slow. I got stats in my phone that I saved along my journey. I got stats saved. It was a slow process. It still is a slow process. But your main goal is not to go viral too quickly. Your main goal, because if you go viral and you're not monetized, you don't get paid shit. You get nothing. You got to get into the monetization program first for it to even make sense. So what you want to do is to slowly grow your channel organically to let the algorithm know you're reliable for content. Once it learns you're reliable for content, you end up becoming a Benny Johnson with 5 million subscribers. You ended up becoming like, the lead attorney. You end up becoming Anton Daniels. You become one of those people at that level when the algorithm sees you are responsible. You do responsible content. You do reliable. You're always showing up. You know, you're in the Google algorithm as well as the YouTube algorithm. You're in both algorithms because these two companies, even though they're sister companies, they're not the same company, so they don't operate on the same system. Google is what it does. I am more interested in being in Google's algorithm than I am in YouTube's algorithm. YouTube's algorithm is instantly what people are searching for, the homepage, the recommended, the next video. That's that shit. Google is everybody. It's every platform out there is going to look for something and you hope they find you. That's the trick to being in the Google algorithm. So, and that's what I do. I check my videos sometimes. I'll go through, I'll type something in. I'll see. And you remember, Josh, one time I did it. I was in the algorithm of India. You saw all the videos from India. I was like the 4th video in India. I was the number 4 video in India on the algorithm, not even in America. It had all these videos in Indian. It was in Indian. It was in Indian. Then it's MicDrop Barbecue. I'm in the India algorithm. Then you saw all these India videos, and here's the MicDrop Barbecue dead center of all these videos. They was probably like, who hit the Mike barbecue? I don't know. Let's go check out. Oh my God, hold on. This dude is so funny. Oh man. Hey, Mumbai, come here, Mumbai. It's like shit. Because it was Google. Like on YouTube, I'm probably not even in the algorithm for India. But somehow I got in the Indian algorithm because of how my videos are broken down as far as translations and stuff go. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm in India. And one of my son's teachers I think she was his 1st grade teacher. She sent me an IG saying, hey, Jeff, I was in, where was she at? Somewhere in Turkey or something. She was somewhere in India. She said, hey, I was at an airport and I saw you on the TV screen. I was like, what? She sent me, and she sent me the picture and everything. I was like, no way. I made a video of it. I was like, oh shit. She was like, yeah, you're actually over here on TV across seas. I was like, that's crazy. She was like, wait a minute. And she even told her husband, because her husband was there. She was like, I know him. His son was in my classroom. And her husband was like, nuh-uh. She says, no, seriously, I'm on his Instagram. So she went on IG and say, that's Jeff. He was like, oh shit, you do know him. Yeah. So they sent me a message on Instagram saying, hey, we see you. We're at the airport. I was like, that's crazy. That's Google for you. That's Google. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate the super chats, brother. Most def, man. Because like I said, it really helps out. It's going to buy me some more chips because I'm out of chips. I just used all my chocolate chips. You just helped me get another bag. Say salute for the game. You dropping nothing but jewels, man. Appreciate it. But that's what I want for you, Jose, man. I want when you start making these videos, don't look in YouTube search. First, go look in Google search to make sure that type of content you're doing is even searchable through Google. And from there, that's when you say, all right, let's go in this direction. Let's go. Because if you just look on YouTube, only people on YouTube gonna find you. And that's why rideshare is so hard, because most rideshare people don't Google rideshare. You have to pay to be in Google ads on Google. So like you see a lot of the rideshare guy stuff on Google, but they have to pay to be in there. They're paying money to be in Google because nobody searches for that shit. So it's like you can pull up a million videos sometimes, and it's like, dude, how are you getting in there? Because I mean just like not even the searchable stuff. It's like when you open up Google and you swipe to the right, there's a whole panel of stories like today's stories. Somehow rideshare guy be in there sometimes. I'm like, how are they in today's stories? That's what they pay for. It's a swipe page, is not a search page. It's all today's stories, and they're usually in there. So they're spending some good money to be on Google, and it's probably working out for them. It works out for them, but nobody searches Google, man. That's one thing I found out. It's like it's a hard deal, but not for rideshare at least. But it's like if you want to actually go in and say, I want to do this type of content, check Google first. That's it. Michelle, boy, you so crazy. That's why I call you crazy. You Sinead crazy. Type. Shoot. All right, we're almost hitting the 3-hour mark right now. Shoot. My dogs are knocked out cold. I see them sleeping across the room. Everybody's knocked out. So I'm about to get off this thing. Today, it's only 3:26 p.m. here in Phoenix. Storm damage everywhere. So hopefully when I go out driving, I don't have to go through any of it. I'm just driving through trees and shit right now. Tons of trees, board jumped up, hit my car, whatever. In the meantime, I need you guys to get out there and do something productive today. Look at some videos, make some candles, eat those cookies, do Exactly. Bye, Cole. I will see you later, Cole. Thank you, Josh. Jose, you guys be easy out there, brother. Michelle, you two be easy out there. I will be checking Sammy, Sosa Corkbat. Thank you for the new membership. Cheryl, see you out there. And I will definitely be trying to chop it up with you guys later today if I can get back online. Meantime, let's go get it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. And that's another Mic Drop Barbecue.